Hey, it's Aran here. Hope you're doing well. So, thank you so much for joining me in this webinar. And I'm going to be sharing with you a bit about the .com Truth Tech Support membership that I've been, uh, you know, evolving and expanding and all that stuff in the last year and a bit, really, maybe 2 years actually. And basically, just in short, the price of the membership right now is $55 a month. It's going up to $99 a month. And I wanted to tackle a whole bunch of questions that people have been asking me, and also cover a little bit about the backstory of how did this membership even start? Why did it start? Why should you care? How does it even help you? And kind of what's the vision like? Where's this train going, basically? Okay, and I wanted to kind of cover this and hopefully give you as much information as possible, or sufficient information, I should say, that's going to be enough for you to make a decision. Is this a right fit for you to join or not? And you can make a decision. It's okay either way. Maybe you'll listen and be like, hey, I know somebody who would definitely benefit from this. That's okay too. But if you're here, I'm assuming you have just a tiny bit of interest, and I definitely want to cover and tackle some of those questions. So in true Around fashion, I have like a quarter of my slides ready. And, if you've been following me or you're going to work with me, I take on more than I can handle usually, and I kind of try to make it work, and I do my best to get there. So I'll share some slides with you, but then I'll kind of freestyle some points, answer some questions, and so on. Great to see you all here, Eric. Great to see you. I really appreciate you joining. Awesome. I sent you an email with your little bonuses from Blue as well. Zabdi, nice to see you. Awesome. Thank you. Let me know where you're from as well. I'd love to know where you're from, where you're tuning in from. And yeah, so let's just kind of get started. And I want to basically cover a few things. So I want to kind of go over the agenda. Okay. So let me just share my screen quickly. Bear with me. Okay. So hopefully you can see that. Here you go. Okay. So bear with me with Canva. I'm just going to do my best to share everything with you. And yeah, so let's kind of get started. One thing, for anybody that knows me, doesn't know me, I don't do webinars that are like, giving you a whole pitch with a stack and, value of $9.97 for 10 different things. And then magically the price is going to be 10 times less. There's going to be none of the marketing hype. I'm just going to tell you this backstory. Why is this membership even there? What problem it solves? And if it legitimately can solve your problem, and the price that you're paying is a bargain, not equal, but a bargain to what you're going to get in your perspective, it will be fantastic for you to join. Okay. And if not, no hard feelings. It's all good. We could still be friends. I still offer a lot of value for free, and that's totally fine. Awesome, Zabdi. Nice to see you. Great to see you. I really appreciate you. Phoenix, Arizona. Wonderful. I'm in Thailand, by the way, in a hotel room, by the way. So, Nicholas, Armenia. Wonderful. Nice to see you. Awesome. So let me cover some basic points. So first of all, I want to tell you a little bit about the backstory of the membership and what problem it solves, okay, and kind of how it came about. I want to cover what you get with the membership, and also kind of what is the vision of the membership, like where is it going? Because raising the price from 55 to 99, I know if I was a customer, I'd be like, that's a big jump, right? Why is the jump happening? Like, what's so valuable? It's 99 a month. 99 a month, it's not cheap, right? It's, no matter what anybody says, it is an expense. And I want to clarify why. Obviously, today, if you decide to join, it's 55, but I wanted to kind of go over as well different points. Okay, and then we'll answer a whole bunch of questions. I got about 10 questions from different people. If you have questions throughout this webinar, please leave them in the chat. I will definitely get back and circle back to all the questions and make sure I tackle every single one of those questions as well. Okay, so again, the price right now is 55. Tomorrow it's going to be 99. And before I talk about this membership and all that, let's talk about you, because this is the most important piece here. Okay, what is the outcome you are looking for to achieve by starting or having an online business in the first place? Why even trying? Because let me tell you right now, online business is fucking hard. Okay, there's no two ways about it. Okay, I want to know if you can leave a little comment for me in the chat. I want to know, why are you even doing it? What is the reason why you decided not to have a 40-hour 9 to 5, but have an 80-hour entrepreneurial journey? What is the reason, or why are you side hustling on the evening and weekends, during your job? I'd love to know, what is the outcome? Okay, what is the outcome you're looking for? Are you looking at, this? And I can give you some examples of people in my membership as to why they're doing it, right? Some people are in a 9 to 5 job, they want to quit. Okay, some people are stay-at-home moms, they want to be able to be with their family and be at home with their kids. There is different reasons why people are starting an online business. So I'd love to know why you are starting an online business. What's your goal specifically, so I can kind of accommodate for that and understand a little bit where you're coming from. Okay, now I can give you a little bit of an example, like a little recap of basically what I'm trying to understand here. So I'm trying to really evaluate, where are you right now and where do you want or can be. Okay, and I want to figure out, how can I help you get from point A, which is where you are right now, to point B. Now, I can give you a very brief assumption, okay, as to what those points are. But let me ask you this question, okay? And I want you to leave a comment as well. Is this happening for you and in your business, okay? Number one, you can see the graph here. Is the effort you are putting in to get results decreases over time? Is the time you're spending in your business decreases over time? And is your business income increasing? This is how things should be, ideally. I want to know if this is happening in your business, yes or no. I'd love to know. And I want you to kind of keep in mind this slide when you're thinking about what I just showed you here, which is point A to point B. Because right now, at the beginning, this is kind of where you're at. This is where you want to be. But as you progress through this journey, this is what should be happening, okay? Now, I'm going to make a quick assumption that you want to basically, you're an individual who wants to earn a living online, okay? Maybe you have a skill, maybe you have an expertise, maybe you have experience, maybe you don't, okay? And you want to be debt-free, you want to live off passive or recurring income, you want to make a living online, okay? And you want to do that without trading your time for money. You want to do that where you're not just working nonstop and, selling your time, basically. You want to have some sort of leverage in your life, okay? So why should you be here? Listen to me. Is really the simple reason is I'm you. Okay, just a few years ago, I'm you. That's really the reality. And I'll show you the little milestones. Now, bear with me. These slides are like so not branded. Okay, I was slapping them together before I joined here. So this is kind of the journey very briefly. Late 2016 to 2017, I was unemployed and looking for a way to make a living, basically. I did volunteer work most of my life, and I've never had a 9 to 5 job. I was 30 years old, and I was just looking for a way to make money. That was the journey on the unemployment, okay? And I was just on YouTube, honestly, just watching videos on real estate, watching videos on business, and I stumbled across an ad on starting an online business with no money down, and kind of went down that rabbit hole. From April 2017 to June 2018, I had my first business. And I have business in quotation marks because for a reason. Okay, it wasn't a real business, and I'll talk about that in a moment. So what happened in that time period is I ended up signing up to a company that was doing high-ticket affiliate marketing, and that company ended up going bust in June 2018. I'll talk about that in a moment. Then I got a 9 to 5 job. This was June 2018 until October 2019. October 2019. Now, I quit the job around March 2019, and I was just side hustling, really trying to figure things out and so on. And I was really struggling. Honestly, I was struggling. I tried print on demand. I tried drop shipping. I tried affiliate marketing. I tried coaching. I tried online courses. I was really struggling with whatever I was doing. It just wasn't quite making me enough. Okay, I was making money, but it wasn't like enough to survive on. I remember vividly also, this was around August 2018. I mean, honestly, I had no money for rent. Luckily, I got my tax return, and I was able to survive between August 2018 to October 2019, which is when I finally had a breakthrough with an online business. And I had a real business building websites at that stage. Then I was doing that for about a year. And this was just a traditional done-for-you model. And then I had a bit of a breakthrough in December 2020, which is probably, um, that breakthrough really changed things for me big time. And I think you'll see in the membership, once I explain how the membership works, you'll kind of see where I'm taking you, how that innovation is really, really unique as part of this membership as well. I didn't have a membership yet, but there was a big breakthrough in December 2020. In April 2021 is when I launched my membership, the tech support membership, and I had 100 members, and it's been growing ever since, basically. So that's kind of where I'm at, and this was kind of the journey in a brief, in a nutshell. Here's some pictures. This is me in 2016 when I was unemployed, learning about real estate, business, and mergers and acquisitions and stuff like that. And I was literally sitting in McDonald's using using their free Wi-Fi with a really crap laptop. Okay, it had to be plugged at all times, and I was honestly sitting in McDonald's at all times. I was on an unemployment benefit, and I absolutely freaking hated it. I really did. April 2017, I did a course about high-ticket affiliate marketing, made my first affiliate commission online, and I applied to be a coach for the company that I was promoting. I was living in Sydney at the time, and I flew to Perth. I found an apartment to rent, and I was listed as a business coach in that company, basically. So this was April 2017, and I started making money. I was making decent money at that stage. August 2017, I flew from Perth back to Sydney for the first business event with that company. And I was doing, financially, I was doing well, right? Well, as in, I was making a living online, So there you go. August 2017, this is a nice little picture, actually. So this guy was with me when I was on the unemployment benefit. This is the guy that I was seeing who was trying to get me a job, and I couldn't get a job to save my life because I didn't go to high school. So I honestly, he was like flabbergasted about, like, I can't, like, this guy, like, he was speaking to me. He was like he could tell I'm not stupid. I'm not lazy. I'm not, but somehow, like, my resume, you say in your resume you didn't go to high school, you just don't get in the door anywhere. So he was helping me. And this was a photo in August 2017 when I got back to Sydney, and I told him I'm making money, and he was, we just took a photo. It was just a nice little, just to kind of, show that, it can be done. February 2018. So basically in 2017, I made $102,000 in that first year online, and I booked my first international business event, and I flew to Las Vegas for the first one, 10X Growth Conference. Here's Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone. Then I went to Mexico, and then I went to Fiji. So Las Vegas was February, Mexico was March, Fiji was April. Incidentally, in February 2018, I met that internet marketing guru whose advertising I actually saw back when I first started online. So I met him and, said hi and whatever. So I didn't end up buying from him, but he was the first advertising that I saw. That's how I ended up working online. This is me in Mexico. This was April 2018 when I got back from Mexico. This was my first lead magnet that I created. June 2018 is when things kind of took a nosedive, basically. And the company I was with got shut down by the FTC, which stands for the Federal Trade Commission. And basically, it was basically labeled a scam, which, in hindsight, it was, to be honest, So I'm just being honest here. And I didn't know much better, to be honest. But yeah, it kind of sucked, really. But that was the scenario. I was owed tens of thousands of dollars in commissions, and it was all gone. I also invested in a lot of high-ticket courses, coaching and events from that company, and I was in $55K in debt, and I had no income. What I did is June 2018, I got a job within a week in Sydney. I packed my bags, moved back to Sydney, slept on a friend's couch until I found a place to rent, started a new job working sales. And I was just side hustling until March 2019 for 9 months every day. And this picture you're seeing is actually me in one of the conference rooms in the company, because they actually let me stay back, which was really good. They let me stay in the office in the evenings and weekends. And I literally used their Wi-Fi and their offices to basically create courses, create YouTube videos, try all my side hustles, basically. And I was just there, honestly, every day till midnight, catch a train, get home by 1, write my email to my list, or create a video or whatever. I'd be up till 2:30 in the morning, 2-3 in the morning, and then get up at 7 a.m. again to then take the train back to work, start work. It was just, that was my life for like 9 months, right? It was pretty full on. So that was that. Now, in the middle of 2018, now I quit my job. I invested in a website designer and a coaching program to learn dropshipping using Shopify. And I quit my job in March 2018 thinking, you know what, dropshipping is going to happen. I'm getting mentorship. I invested in another high-ticket coach. I was like, it's going to happen. And I quit prematurely. It was just a scam, honestly. The Shopify store was a disaster. I had to figure out how to use it. And I did, but I didn't make any sales. So it was a real flop, basically. In that time, this was June 2018. I had my first website project. So I was engaging in Facebook groups, just helping people, trying to make sales. I was making some affiliate sales periodically. And I met someone, his name is Robert, and he asked me, do you know anybody who could build a Shopify store? Now, at that time, like I said, my Shopify store, like I learned how to use it. And he ended up giving me my first referral. Now, this is really critical, okay? Because he gave me that referral, and I was very upfront with him and with the person he referred to me. And I said, they asked me, what's your price? I said, I don't know. I've never done this before. This is my first project. This is what I know how to do. If you're willing to take a bet on me, it will be great. And they said, what do you charge? And I said, well, I don't know. Do you have a specific budget you're trying to accommodate for? They said $200. I said, $200? I'll take it. Absolutely. I was like delighted, right? I took the $200. I spent 30 hours building that website, 20, 30 hours, however long it took. I don't remember counting, but it was, wasn't much, but I built the website. I turned it over. They were happy and it was good. So that was my first website project. Okay. Then August 2018 was the second one. So I finished the first one successfully. It was 200. And Robert asked, hey, do you want to do another one? And I said, yeah, absolutely. So he closed that deal. It was $1,000. We split it 50-50. I delivered it. It was successful. And that was the moment I was like, I'm onto something. Okay. I sent an email to my list. And this was probably the first time I really made money from my email marketing, right? And I emailed my list and I said, listen, I'll pay you $500 commission or $250 commission, whatever it was, if you can give me a referral to build somebody a website. So the second Shopify store that I built, one of the lady that I built it for, told me my hairdresser, my hairstylist, this lady, Kaylee is her name, needs a website. I can connect you up. So I connected with Kaylee, who you see in the picture here. And I got on the phone with Kaylee. And honestly, I'm so appreciative to her because I could not have asked for a better first client to build their website that I personally closed, right? I gave her a quote. It was $1,500. She said yes. She gave me a card. She paid. It was the easiest sale ever, right? It was amazing. It was just so good. And just like we built it on WordPress. I didn't know how to use WordPress. Little backstory. This is gonna be so crazy. Let me tell you for a second. This is so ridiculous how I did it website. So at the time, I was actually trying to do Instagram and doing different things. And I saw somebody that I knew on Instagram who had 70,000 followers, and they were just bots. Honestly, I knew the guy was a bit of, basically like a BS following, right? And he was doing a giveaway for somebody paid him to do a giveaway on his page. The giveaway, the prize was building a website on WordPress. And I was like, oh my God, I have to enter this giveaway so I can win the website so I can sell it. So I entered a giveaway. I knew surely I'm the only human that's going to win the giveaway because I'm the only one applying. And sure enough, I actually won the giveaway. So I won the website. So what did I do? I used the win from the giveaway to deliver Kaylee's website to her. Okay, that's what I did. And so he built the website. I did end up paying anyway to the website designer, but it was just really good timing and so on. So what happened on that is the website was built, it was done, and then it was built on a software called Elementor, which is a WordPress thing. And then I told the website builder, okay, show me how you did it, just so I can kind of see. So he showed me how he built it. I played with Elementor, and I kind of got the hang of it. And that was good. Now, Kaylee asked me something which really changed things for me because the project was done. She was so happy with her website. And then she said to me, what's next? And I was like, what do you mean? What's next? Like, I was like, I'm actually not sure what you mean. And she said, well, if I need some changes made, what do I do? Do I come to you for another quote? Whatever. And I said, I thought about it, and I said, well, I tell you what, what if you just pay me like a subscription, month-to-month subscription for like maintenance, and if you need any changes, you just tell me and I'll make changes, and then we don't have to quote you anytime or whatever. You just pay subscription. And she said, yeah, okay. How much? I said, $25. I didn't even know. I said $25. She's like, okay, done. She gave me a credit card, paid $25. To this day, she's still on that subscription, right? And, I've made various revisions at times. She's been just a delight to work with. Honestly, I'll work for her for free now. I don't even care if she's paying me or not paying me. I couldn't care less, right? But that really changed for me when she asked me that. And I was like, I'm onto something. So then I realized, let's do a hybrid. One-on-one, building the website, done for you, and maintenance afterwards. And I thought maintenance, maybe yes, no. I figured, what's another way I could do it? And you got to understand, I came from the affiliate marketing world when I first got started. And I knew I could affiliate things as a software. So I was like, okay, let me affiliate software. And that's what I basically started doing. So I was starting affiliating software tools and so on. And also I launched my business, my freelance business called Around Funnels. And that's what I basically did from October 2018 to December 2019. And that's all I did. By that stage, just to give you a bit of a context, right? I had two people working for me, building websites. I was building websites by June 2019. I paid off all my debts. Remember that $55K? I paid it all off. And I was making about $2,000 a month in recurring / passive income, basically. Now, this is really important, and I want to cover this point, okay? So when I was working in a 9-to-5 job, when I first worked there and I just lost the business, like, honestly, I was pretty jaded about the whole online marketing industry. I was pissed off because I work very hard. Anybody that knows me, I mean, I work like a freaking dog, okay? I just do, right? So there's no two ways about it. I don't blow my money. I don't party. I don't go drinking. I don't do drugs. I don't gamble. Like, I invest my money back into the business. How the hell did I work so hard and end up in 55K debt? I was like, there's something seriously wrong with this picture. It was very easy for me to, mentally be like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? It's my fault, da da da. And I was like, I feel like swearing, but like, no freaking way is this my fault. This is just total BS, right? There's no way this is right. So I knew there was something wrong. And I just went back to reading books, basically, again, and reading books about business and online business and all that stuff. And that's basically what I did. And I saw from the books, there was one concept that really helped me, which was basically figuring out the passive / recurring income. And I did the math when I was working in a 9-to-5. I was like, okay, if I can get 80 people to pay me $20 a month passive every month for some sort of service, I don't even know what, I would make, give or take, $2,000 Aussie a month. And at the time, my rent was cheap. I was living alone, whatever. That was enough for me to live on. Okay. So I was like, okay, I need to get either 80 people to pay me $20 a month or 40 people to pay me $40 a month. And I would be able to make a living online and live off passive income. So that was my goal. I was totally focused on doing that. So as I was building websites as well, doing this, I was really focusing not just on building websites and getting cash flow to pay off the debt, but I was like, let me add that $25, $30 a month as much as possible. And that's what I did up until June. So that's kind of how that worked. Now, I had some experience by that stage, and I knew this was in December. And by the way, this is kind of where my slides end, okay? But in December 2019, and this is a big pivotal point, I knew I don't want to have a Christmas I'm not making money. I wanted to work. I want to make money. And I knew if I don't close any deals right now, I'm just going to be busy, but not making money much in December because Christmas, people think are slow or whatever. So on the 1st of December, I put up a sales page and I said, I'm going to sell you my time, $50 an hour You can buy as many hours as you want, and I will build your website. I'll do whatever you want. I'll do coaching. I'll build your website, whatever. And I basically prostituted myself, $50 an hour. This is really critical to understand how this membership even came about, okay? This is really, really important. So pay attention. So in 5 days, I sold 100 hours. Do the math on that. $5,000 in 5 days, $1,000 a day average. And the stipulation or the criteria for buying these hours is you have to use the hours in the month of December. Now, I had a number of people who wanted me to build their website. One of them specifically, they were on my pipeline to pay me to build their website, and I quoted them $2,500 for their website, and they said it's too much. But when I offered the $50 an hour, they said, okay, maybe we'll pay for that. They bought 10 hours. Let's try and build a website. We ended up going on Zoom, and I started building the website, and I'm doing it on Zoom. They're watching me. I build it, and we got that website done in 6 hours. Okay. The other 4 hours that they bought, they said, you could just keep it. We don't need it. It's all good. Because we actually finished their website in 6 hours. They still finished it off. They're on those things to do still, but they got enough done to finish it off, right? And so think about it for a second. $2,500 to build somebody's website. That was my quote, because that was how much work it took to do it on my own or outsource it to somebody. But I could get the same result in 6 hours doing it with the client. I was like, hang on one second. This is like so good, right? Number one, I don't have to sell my time so much. I could sell my time less, which means I can have more clients. I could charge less, which means I don't have to do sales calls because it's so cheap. And the client's happy. I'm happy. and all that. By that stage, just to give you numbers, I was making about $70,000 a year. That was kind of what I was making. As soon as I introduced that type of a service, I bumped my income to about $120 a year, give or take. Okay. And that was just amazing, honestly. And I had a number of people, and I had people comment that how valuable they found me building their website while they're watching me do it on Zoom. There was a few benefits. Number one, they were like, oh my God, you're actually really fast. And I didn't realize how fast I was, but I am fast, right? And I didn't know, because I don't know, right? So they were like blown away about how fast I was, which was a revelation to me. Number two, they were learning. So they were like, I've seen enough. I could just finish it off on my own. So all of a sudden, I wasn't selling websites anymore. I was selling an empowered and confident individual, right? I was selling somebody who goes from, I'm too scared to touch my website and do anything with the tech, to, oh my God, I can actually do this. I was no longer selling just a website. I was selling a really tangible, positive emotion to do with the subject of technology. And this kind of brings me to the pain point that probably you are experiencing. And, I know because a lot of my clients are experiencing those pain points all the time, okay? And those pain points I can actually help solve, basically. So that was really good, okay? Now, obviously, $50 an hour, I mean, that's just ridiculous, right? So I was like, I can't do that, but let me figure out good pricing. So what I did is I said, 1 session, 300, 2 sessions, 500, 4 sessions, 900, 8 sessions, 1,500. That's what I was selling at the time. And that was, I launched that in January, basically. By April, I was so booked out. I had 20 clients a week. 20 clients a month. I mean, it was mad. And every person bought between 2 and 8 sessions. I mean, I was on Zoom, honestly, 10 hours a day. It was nonstop. I was selling it, and I wasn't doing any sales calls. Everything was being sold by the sales pitch that I put together, because the price made sense. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't $2,500 or $3,000 for websites, which is why I had to charge before. It was less than $1,000, right? And I had, I think, 2, maybe 3 people that paid for 8 sessions. No, 4 people off the top of my head that paid 8 sessions. Not one person had to use the 8 sessions for us to finish their website. Not one. So we ended up basically using those sessions for other things, but it just was never needed. So I cut off the 8 sessions package, and I was like, I'm not doing anything more than 4 sessions. And that's kind of how that evolved. I've since raised the price to $330, $552, $994. Now, this brings me to the membership. So throughout the time when I was, so I got something in my eye. Throughout the time that I was with building people's websites, I was seeing the whole membership world happening, and I was finding clients because people wanted to build their membership or their online course. That was my customers. I was building the websites, but as I was building the website, I was learning about the membership world. I was like, I want to launch a membership. I want to launch a membership. So in 2019, even though I was doing the freelance gig, I was still trying to launch my membership, and I launched twice, and I tried launching it, and it didn't really go anywhere. I had 6 sales the first time, 12 sales the second time, and but people just kept, like, it just wasn't happening, right? Really. And at the time, I didn't connect the dots. So I got something in my eye. I didn't connect the dots on the fact that my specialty is tech. I was still kind of in the marketing hype slash past experiences of what I was kind of taught, which was like sell courses, digital courses. I was like trying to sell my courses as a membership, and it just wasn't really getting the traction. I signed up for a course called Tribe by a guy called Stu McLaren, and I did Tribe, and in there I was going through the course, and I figured out maybe instead of doing a membership, which is like a coaching membership for entrepreneurs, why don't I do a tech support membership? Now, the reason why I launched that is as part of the course, I realized something. I realized what I liked and what I don't like. And I realized that one thing I really didn't like about business and working online is having to create content all the time. I really hated it. I hated being on a treadmill. I hated posting on Instagram. I hated posting on YouTube. I hated posting on Facebook. I just hated it, honestly. And it's not that I hated doing it. I hated, and pay attention to this, I hated doing it for free, hoping somebody will pay. Okay, listen to this again. I hated posting stuff for free, hoping somebody will pay. So I was like, you know what? I want people to sign up for my membership, because realize this was April 2020 now. And in that time, people were like, I mean, they wanted my one-on-one time. I had no more time to sell. I just didn't. So I was like, I have to launch a tech support membership, because they also needed help post the sessions. So that's why that ended up happening. And I thought, okay, what if I provide an under 24-hour tech support where I answer in a video to people's questions, and then use that question and answer for my content? So what it meant that all my content on social media ended up being paid content, i.e., yes, I'm posting on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, but it's only in response to a question that somebody in my membership is asking me. So that's what I did. I had 100 members, and I just started churning it, putting out a ton of content, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. And every time it was just answers. And I built up a massive library of documents and all that stuff, right? And I'm going to show you, actually, if you're interested. If you're interested, let me know. Like, if there's something here that I'm saying that you're like, I want to see it, let me know. Like, if you want to see the content library, I'll show it to you. There's different things. You can go to faq.aranbukai.com if you want to check it out. But if you want to show you, there's hundreds of documents there, okay? There's hundreds of YouTube videos. A lot of these have been created because my members have asked me. Now, what has happened in that time is I kept doing the one-on-one, keep doing the membership, keep doing the affiliate, and it's kind of going up and up and up, right? So, yeah, so I do post on social media, but I only post based on questions I receive from my members. I don't just post it for no reason. If somebody asks me a question, I answer, and I post it on social media. I'll explain. I got a whole ninja process on that. Okay. Anyway, I closed the membership with 100 plus members, basically, and that's what I did. So throughout the year, I've been providing under 24-hour tech support. Somebody asks a question, I answer, and so on. Okay, and it was really good, basically. Now, fast forward to, let me just look at my slides again, just to make sure I'm on track. I'm seeing people's comments. I appreciate it. Okay, so you see here. So now we're up to here, April 2021, which is when I launched my membership, the tech support membership. And then now September 2022 is where we are now. I've got 100 plus members, plus I've got, virtual assistants. I've got different things. Now, at the time when I launched my membership, okay, this is a really important point. When I launched the membership, the only thing with the membership was at the time was it was first $19, then it was $30, then it was $40, then it was $49. And then I said, you get under 24-hour tech support, but when I release courses, because I knew I wanted to do courses as well. I mean, I had a couple of courses, but it was like whatever. When I released all my future courses, you'll get all my courses if you join my membership. So whenever I release them, any digital product, any templates, any whatever, you'll get it. I had no group calls. I had no virtual assistants. I was doing everything myself, including the video editing, all that stuff, the support documents, video editing. I learned video editing myself. I was doing all the graphic design, the thumbnail. I was doing freaking everything, okay? Now, let me now move to the next slide, actually. So this was, let me just tell you about this little slide here. This is the old membership that I had. You see here, I was trying different things, right? This is one of my launches. I think this was my second failed attempt for a membership. This was my offer. Anyway, so this was January 2022. And I did a website creation masterclass. You can still find it on YouTube. Now, the website creation masterclass basically was a 197 14-day challenge where I help you get your website built, basically. And by that stage, because I have worked and I built so many websites. I mean, I built over 100 websites, probably 200 plus websites by now. And in that time, in fact, Rose, if you're listening, could you leave in the chat? I'd love you to actually give the number, because Rose, who's my virtual assistant, she has been uploading all the one-on-one sessions I've had, all the one-on-one sessions I've done in the last 2 years. She's been uploading into Searchy. And so she knows how many hours of one-on-one Zoom calls I've done, and she knows how many sessions I've done. Rose, if you want to put the time, the actual numbers, because we calculated it, how many one-on-one Zoom calls I've done and how many hours of Zoom. Okay, this is gonna blow your freaking mind. Okay, this is like absolute freaking madness. Okay, this is how much experience I've done doing it. Now, what it meant is that I figured out a very, very efficient formula to actually building websites. And this is the formula. You got to figure out what's the goal of your website. You got to have the map of the pages. You got to collect your assets. You got to find someone else's website for inspiration, reverse engineer how they did it so you can replicate it and do it in your own way and find your own creativity in it. And then you build it. That's the model, okay? And every process is identical, okay? And that's what I did in the one-on-one sessions. So there is obviously 3 different ways to do it. There's the done for you, which is the traditional way, which is basically you pay somebody to build your website, they do it, they turn it over, and you're still clueless on how the hell it was done. So when you need to get it updated, you're stuck because you don't actually know how to do it, and you have to pay somebody to do it for you. So you still remain a hostage. That's the done for you. Then there is the do it yourself, which a lot of you are probably in that situation where you're procrastinating, you're struggling, your website looks like just amateur or whatever, or you're just not getting it done because you're just getting hung up with all these problems. A lot of times, this is even more common, is that you are so overwhelmed with the software choices, you don't even know where to start. And even if you do end up picking one, it's not actually happening. I want you to listen to this. This is Rose, who's my virtual assistant. I'm going to talk about Rose in a moment, okay? We now have 572 hours of one-on-one Zoom calls and counting, okay? This is in 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. Okay, this is a lot of freaking Zoom hours. Okay, this is people who have paid me to build their website. Okay, this is how many hours, okay, and counting. This is what we're up to so far. Anyway, Searchy just emailed me today saying, Aran, you have maximized, like you have exceeded our limit. You have to pay more. So I just paid him an extra $50 for another 50 hours. Anyway, Total 469 one-on-one sessions. Okay, I want you to understand this. 69 one-on-one sessions on Zoom, building people's websites. Okay, so yeah, it is a lot of hours, absolutely. So now, here is so this process, the do-it-yourself and the the software choices, that's a real challenge. So my innovation was the done with you, i.e. me building the website with you, so you're feeling empowered, you're feeling confident, you're no longer feeling, scared of the tech, okay? Now this is where the challenge was really good. It was a 14-day thing. And what I realized in that 14 days was, oh my God, people really value group coaching, okay? And I didn't know that. I didn't really care because, to be honest, I made a mistake because I don't really care too much. I'm not a big fan. The way I learn is I just observe what other people are doing. I don't like listening to people. I like to just observe what they do. And, I don't want to hear what they say. I want to see what they do, okay? It's just how I learn. But I realized I made a mistake because that's just not common to be that way. And that, it's not a point of is it right or wrong, right? The point is that people really value group coaching. And that 14-day was so good. And people were like, I'm willing to pay for that. And I had a lot of people pay. I think I had 20 people pay $197 for it. And it was so good, right? I've got a whole video on that on YouTube with testimonials and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing that I realized from that. I was like, okay, people value group coaching. I'm going to add it to my membership. So at the beginning of this year, I added group coaching. So as a follow-up to this challenge, which is a 2-week challenge, I committed that I'll do a minimum of 1 group call per week to help members and do like an office hours thing. I have actually done 3 group calls per week religiously this entire year. And I continue to do that. And I've got no problem doing it. I don't want to guarantee 3 times a week. I'm over delivering, but I guarantee 1 with me. So that's happening. And I added that as a thing. So we've moved from email support, a ton of support documents, to now group coaching as well and group calls. Okay, added value. Then what happened is it kind of evolved from there. And I was observing different, let me tell you, I was observing as I was building people's websites, there was a lot of things that I realized that people are struggling with tech, with things that have nothing to do with websites. And I'm going to give you a whole bunch of examples, and you will see how this ties into the membership very soon. People, because I'm building people's websites, what happens is I tell them, give me your password. So when I tell them, give me your passwords and all that, they're giving me passwords, and it's all the same password, Joe Blow 123. Right? Mary 321, Bob and their birthday, or whatever, you know what I mean? Or it was like everybody's using these generic passwords, which are obviously so not secure. So I was like, okay, this is stupid. This is risky. People are getting hacked. It's a problem. Okay, that's a problem number 1. Problem number 2, when I tell them to share their screen, I see their bookmarks or lack of. I see how long it takes them to move their mouse around. I see that they don't know what keyboard shortcuts are. I see that they have no Chrome extensions that they're using, which if you're not using Chrome extensions, you are literally wasting so much time and in your business, you don't even know what you're missing out on, okay? So by being so hands-on, I've been seeing all these problems that people are doing. Additionally, I can't even tell you how many times people have come to me literally crying, absolutely crying, saying, I'm just in tears because I cannot connect my domain name to my website, okay? I read the support document. I watched the tutorial. I don't understand. I've tried it. It's not working. I try to connect my email address. It's not working. I try to connect the lead magnet. I don't even understand what a funnel, it doesn't matter how many tutorials, how many courses you're going to do. There is certain parts of the tech, of the online business stuff that honestly, it's so mind-numbing. You just want to cry. It really, it's that painful. And leave a comment to let me know, if this is something that kind of resonates with you, because I see it all the time, okay? So by seeing these problems, I also realized a little bit further down the track, and this happened a little middle of this year, I was like, what if I could hire virtual assistants to learn how to help somebody to do these tasks and these skills one-on-one and not having to pay me $300 to teach them how to set their passwords, how to set up their bookmarks, how to copy and paste properly, how to do all that stuff, right? So it's just like ridiculous, right? And I thought to myself, okay, these tasks, these skills are really trainable. Now, I remember doing a coaching session with somebody, and this is the only coach I actually paid, okay? Her name is Chrissy, and she said something which was really, really smart. She said, why don't you create courses, not for people like you, like whoever you're watching, like not for you, but for their virtual assistants. Now, she gave that idea, and I thought, yeah, okay, whatever. But I had a light bulb after talking to her. And I was like, I don't need to create courses for your virtual assistants. I need to create courses for my virtual assistants. Here's what I mean. Yes, I can create a course for you, but you don't have time to watch them. You don't want to sit there watching more videos. You've bought enough courses. You probably have 10 courses right now in your email that you have purchased but you didn't even open, okay? Guaranteed. Minimum 10, okay? And this is the thing. I was like, people value the one-on-one. That's why I'm getting paid for it. That's why people keep coming to me. They're like, look, Eran, I just want to just hop on a Zoom call and do it with you. That's just what people prefer. So instead of, we got somebody posting saying 50. Yeah, 50 courses. Yeah, minimum, right? We all do. Now, here's the thing. I was like, I don't need to create courses for you. I need to create courses for my virtual assistants. So then I was like, let me create courses for my VAs. So here's what I did. I found a virtual assistant who has no experience of video editing. I created a course on video editing. I gave it to her and I said, here's my video editing course. Learn how to do video editing, start editing my videos. And that's what happened. She had no experience. Then she started video editing for me and she's great, okay? And that's what happened. So I was like, okay, that's really good. What's the next thing I can teach? And I started creating courses, thinking in my mind, I'm creating courses for my VAs. And the whole point of that is, and this is where the membership comes in, I can no longer sell my time if I want to serve a lot of people. And I want to serve a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you, this is a very personal point for me, right? I'm not a fan of the high ticket world. I'm really not, right? And what I mean by that is it's not that I'm not a fan of you, for example, selling high ticket or stuff like, or things like that. Like there's nothing wrong with people selling high ticket. It's just that I prefer, there's a question that people ask in webinars, and you probably heard this question. You got probably asked, is it easier to make $100,000 by selling 10 people a $10,000 package a year, coaching, whatever? Or is it easier to have 1,000 people paying you $100? What's easier? And everybody raises their hand and say, of course, it's easier to sell to 10 people. Of course, that's what we want. And that's true. But my goal, fundamentally, as a human, forget money for a moment. I want to help a lot of people. Okay, that's what I get a kick out of. Okay, what's my why? I like helping people. I mean, I worked in charity for 14 years. Okay, like that's what I like to do. I like helping people. I have to make money as well. And also in this world, unfortunately, you need money to help people as well. You can't be broke and help people necessarily. I mean, there's exceptions, but if you have money, you can actually do a lot of good as well. So I'm a pro of both. I love making money as well. Don't get me wrong, right? But the point is that, yes, I don't mind. I could charge somebody $10,000 for whatever coaching and whatever. But I actually prefer to have a low ticket offer that makes it so the barrier of entry to come into my world so I can serve a lot of people is so much easier. I don't want to have a big barrier of entry. I want to have that as little barrier of entry as possible. That's just me fundamentally. And I see people making, I mean, I saw, I don't want to say, but I see people making, stupid money because they're charging really high prices. Good for them. I choose not to. End the story. That's just what I choose. Now, maybe I'll change my mind on that, and maybe there'll be different models that will make sense. Maybe I'll introduce a high ticket thing, But in my mind, I rather focus on reaching as many people as possible and making things accessible and scaling it, basically. So here's what I did. I realized a few months ago, I need to really hire people. Okay. And I remember this was probably around March. I think it was March, 6 months ago, because I was seeing my income and I was like, I mean, I'm getting closer. I was getting closer to 200K a year. Right. And I was like, oh my God, my tax is going to be like, I'm going to pay so much tax this year. I don't want to pay tax. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to hire a bunch of VAs, basically. So I paid VAs and I end up hiring 7 VAs, basically. So I've got 3 video editors. I've got 2 tech support. I've got a 3rd tech support in training. I've got 2 graphic designers. I got a Facebook ads agency. And I just invested everything back into my business. I was looking to buy another property, but I decided I don't want to buy another property. I'd rather invest in my business. I know my business. I know how to grow it. I know how to scale it. It's much better than me just buying another property, basically. I've got a property. I bought it last year, but I just decided to not do it that way, basically. So here's what happened with hiring of the VAs. This is really important. I started training these VAs to do different tasks that I used to do in my one-on-one. Remember my revolution of teaching people, or teaching but doing things for people on Zoom? What I did is I took the most common things that I ended up helping people with and teaching my VAs how to do. An example, how to connect a domain name to your website. So common. How to set up your email address so it's connected to your website. How to trigger the emails once somebody opts into the landing page. How to collect the lead magnet. How to set up the thank you page. How to install the Facebook pixel. How to install Facebook analytics. How to set up a calendar. How to use Loom. How to filter email so you're not getting bombarded with email marketing. How to set up LastPass for your parcel manager. How to use Chrome extensions, what Chrome extensions to use. How to set up automations and efficiency and things like that are to me, I do it all the time, right? Hans said, you're a beast of productivity. I think I am, right? I am. I'm very, very efficient with my stuff. I'm very, 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 very efficient with what I do. And I've got really good processes. But I don't need to record a video and give it to you and good luck. I can actually give those videos to my VAs. You should watch the video too, but then book a call with my VA and have my VA do it with you, right? It doesn't cost you any more to do those calls with my VAs when you're in my membership. And that's what I was like, this is how I'm going to scale. I'm going to create tiny courses, in a day, tiny courses for my VAs. My VAs will learn. I will create a whole training curriculum for my VAs, and I can build an army of VAs who can serve people who are in my membership, basically. That way, number one, I don't have to do the one-on-one on myself. I don't have to be involved in the support. The support barely has to be through email. They could just book a Zoom call, right? Now, these VAs, I mean, I've got a whole process for hiring VAs, right? But the VAs that I have they're great. They're learning, they're efficient. And I was having Rose, show something. So Rose is one of those VAs. So for example, what Rose does as an example is, and Rose, if you're around, I mean, I don't mind. I'll bring you in as well just to say hi, and let me just send you a link. So if you want to join, there you go. I'll just send it to you on WhatsApp. Okay. So Rose is wonderful, and she's working with me. And what she does is she does onboarding calls with people at the beginning of somebody joining the membership. Here's somebody who said Rose is great, right? So what she does is she helps you at the beginning to learn how to filter your email addresses so you don't get bombarded with emails from me or from anybody else, and how to filter them so it's more efficient. She shows you how to join the community. She shows you how to access my courses so you're not lost trying to figure out your password and all that stuff. Make sure you're logged in, know how to log in. She shows you how to bookmark. She shows you how to use the tech support help desk. She shows you how to set up the calendar, because I have a calendar for people to literally click a button and install it so they can always be notified to join the group calls if they want to join the group calls. And so she helps you set it up. So she does this whole onboarding with people, right? Now she's doing other tasks. And an example, and brings me to one of the questions. Somebody asked, I think it was, let me just have a look at your name. Ingram, I think it was. Hang on. Somebody asked a question earlier. What was your name? Joanna. Joanna asked the question, do you help with Zapier? Okay. So yes, Rose helps with Zapier. So what Rose did is Rose messaged me saying, hey, I can do Zapier. I'm really familiar with it. I've done it before and all that. And let me bring Rose. Okay. Hey, Rose.
Hi, Aaron.
Good to see you.
This was unexpected. Sorry, I was not prepared.
I know. That's welcome to Iran's world. I just bring my VA unexpected. She didn't even know, but this is happening. Um, okay, so let me just share this properly. Okay, so Rose basically messaged me saying, I know how to use Zapier. So I said, great, create a calendar event to help somebody with Zapier. So next time a member says, I need to set up Zapier to do XYZ, great. Here's the link. Book a call with Rose. Go watch it. Now, as a point, yes, I have a tutorial on what is Zapier. What the hell does that mean? How do you use it? I've got a tutorial on it on YouTube. It's all good. You should watch it. You should try it. But don't waste your time. Just book a call with Rose. She'll help you. And, some people are a little bit more self-sufficient. So, they can try and figure it out. But there you go. People saying, hey, Rose, good to
Hi
see you.
there. Hi, guys.
Yeah. So, Rose, why don't you tell us what calendars have I had you set up so far for people to be able to book a call with you?
Let me just go ahead and pull it up. One
Cool,
second.
Rose. I literally have not even told her she's coming on.
Yeah, I was not prepared, but yeah, I already have it pulled up here. So, basically, I only do right now onboarding stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, DCT onboarding. Then we came up doing Canva support as well. We do have Text Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, we just talked about it earlier. It was the Zapier one, so I already created a link for that too. And what else? They're specifically just for login. So basically, any stuff that um, you think you might need help with, because usually I just base it on personal use. So just like with Canva, I personally use it. I'm not really like what I tell members. I'm not really the expert for that, but since I personally use it, I can share my experience and answer a few things for the members.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. And we should have a calendar. I mean, obviously we'll have a calendar for the different topics. So like LastPass,
Yes,
there should be one
that's
for
right. Yes.
the email filtering.
Well, those topics, I usually cover them during onboarding. So whenever I notice a member really having an issue with saving their passwords, because sometimes it takes time for them to pull up something because they don't know the password. So that's where I offer. If you want to learn LastPass, I can show you how you can add it if you want. So something like that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining. I just wanted to,
no problem. Bye,
explain.
guys.
Okay. Bye. Okay, so she just brought her on. Let me just share my screen again. Oh, no, I wasn't sharing my screen. Okay, so this is basically what she does. Now, who here met Peter? Peter is my other VA, and Peter does the more mind-numbing stuff. Okay, he does he drinks the stuff. Okay, he drinks it like he loves the stuff. Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, um, the connecting the domain name between software tools, migrating domain names, those really like the agony tasks. Okay, the agony task, Peter does those. So he's fantastic, and he's basically the one that you typically go for the tech support primarily, and he supports. And he didn't know System IO. This is again a point with Peter. He came to me and he helped me with one task, and then I taught him to use System IO. Now he's a System IO expert. He helps with System IO and all these other mind numbing stuff. Okay. And also, I've shown him how to use Calendly. He had some basic understanding of Calendly, but I did a training session with him and stuff like that. And this is where these courses, yes, Rose is going through it. Yes, Peter is going through it. But I'm making these courses available for members as well. And when you also have a virtual assistant, you are welcome to share these courses with your virtual assistants. Now, I have already had somebody ask me, why don't you charge for each virtual assistant, or, for the number of seats? Okay. This is where you got to understand where I'm coming from. I want to reach a lot of people. So if you're a new member and you're going to bring 2 new people, virtual assistants, who are going to learn about me, subscribe to my channel, get into my world, and get help from me, to me, that's a bonus. Share my thing with your VAs. I would love that, right? So this is where the perspective of, like my content and all that, you'll also see that half my courses are on YouTube anyway, right? It's not like they're crazy proprietary. I mean, most of my tutorials on System.io, they're on YouTube anyway, right? It's just that my courses are a lot more structured. It's got templates, it's got checklists and all that stuff. Rose said, thanks, Ron. That was unexpected. I'm in my pajamas from the Philippines. So that's kind of the process of those courses. Now, let me just share my screen quickly, just to give you an idea of what those courses are, just so you're aware as well. I think that's important. Run link. And by the way, if you want to join the membership, I will give you the link. But I also want to make sure that if you want to join the membership, and somebody referred you, I want to make sure you use their affiliate link. So I haven't given you the link here on which one to join, because I don't want to give you a link that's going to not be an affiliate link. So if nobody referred you and you want to join, let me know. I'll give you the link directly, okay? But also, I want to make sure that anybody that has helped me promote this, they get credit, okay? So that's why I haven't shared it. You can leave a comment for me if you're interested or whatever, and I'll let you know. Let me just share my screen. Let me just walk you through the different courses. Okay, so the courses is OR. This is the sales page. You could see coming soon on the wait list. Landing page in a day, thank you page in a day, pretty links in a day. These are super close. Oh, hang on. I just want to make sure you can still see me. Somebody please leave a comment. Let me know if you can still hear me. Hear me and see me before I keep going. My internet just jumped. So if you can leave a comment to let me know. Or Rose, if you're there. All good? Okay, perfect. Thanks. Flint, good to see you. Thanks a lot. Okay, so let me take you through. So you can see landing page in a day, thank you page in a day, pre-links in a day. These are super close. Testimonials and social proof in a day. There's a reason why these courses are there as well. I'll explain to you that in a second, okay? Sales page in a day, order bump in a day, upsells and downsells in a day, course outline in a day, exit pop-up in a day, Facebook group in a day, appointment calendar in a day, hiring a virtual assistant in a day, and so on. Then you've got those that are done. Lead magnet in a day, beginner's guide to email marketing, Facebook organic, how to find customers on Facebook, client acquisition, which is a much bigger course on how to find customers on Facebook. That's like a massive course. Facebook organic is like the mini course, basically. Okay. YouTube SEO, how to rank on page 1 instantly. Video editing tutorials. Again, that's the course that I created for my VAs. Website creation challenge. And technology demystified. That's a whole bunch of tutorials on technology, basically. Then you've got the System.io website DIY course, which is the one for Peter. Simple flip ebook in a day, text automations in a day. Rose, for example, just finished this course, and now she can help you implement this course together. So that's one of the calendars she was mentioning, text plays, right? Email sequence in a day. That was another one, okay? Now, these courses, I'm working on them, and I want to show you, to give you an idea. If you're interested, I'll show you as well a little bit behind the scene, and I'll show you. This is gonna blow your mind, hopefully. Let me show you my project management tool. So this is my project management tool. Oh, hang on, you can't see it. Bear with me here. Okay, so this is my project management tool. You can see here's all the video ideas that I need to record. Okay, here's the videos that are currently with my virtual assistant that she needs to edit. Every one of these squares is a video. Oh, oops. Reload. Blue is my project management tool. This one is the videos that my video editor has edited, and I need to review. These are the videos that have been approved by me and are ready to be uploaded to YouTube. These are the videos that have been approved by me and are ready to be uploaded to courses. These are videos that have been approved by me, uploaded to YouTube, and need to be turned into support documents. These are videos that have been approved by me and ready to be uploaded to and done by my VA. And my VA is ready, and I need to now upload this to the courses. Now that I've shown you the project management tool, look at how many videos are ready for courses. This is how much I've got, right? This is a tremendous amount of content, right? Now, let me explain to you what the hell does uploading to a course area actually mean. I'm going to show you an example. Each course video, I'll show you one example. So here's an example. I was mentioning a course called Course Outline in a Day. And I'm going to show you this video just to show, I'm going to show you the whole video, but I'm going to click on it just so you can kind of see. You'll see that the video has been edited. Okay, I just want to make sure you can see my screen, right? Hang on one second. So you can see the video has been edited.
Hey, it's Ron.
And not only that, there is a transcript inside. So let's just say I want to search for the word, some sort of word like module. Click enter. You will notice here, you can see where the word module is mentioned. Okay. Just share my screen like this. And when you hover, you can actually see the text as well, right? Modules. Okay. The other thing that's available is my video, my VA watches every single video and creates chapters. So introduction, what example I'm using, why creating a course is useful, how to automatically give someone access to a course, how to map up your course on Google Doc, what does text mean, how to change the heading style, mapping out the course, how to use your map to create the course, how to add the save block to the website, how to embed a thing, blah, 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 okay? This is what my VA does. And not only that, she summarizes each video into bullet points. So these are all the videos that I haven't even uploaded, or these are the course area. Text automations in a day, how to pay your freelancers, Google Docs tutorial, Google Docs workshop, calendar in a day course, how to set up Calendly from A to Z. This is a 30 minutes blow-by-blow, step-by-step tutorial on how to set up your calendar, okay? Chapters. What is Calendly? How does it work? How do you integrate it? How do you integrate it? How to set up availability? How to book a call? How to set up a done with you call? What are the different types of calls? How to avoid conflicting bookings? How to create a one-off event? What are the different types of events? How to adjust bookings? What is buffer time? How to set up workflows? How to set up text and email reminders, and so on and so forth. Plus transcript, plus bullet point summary. This is part of the calendar in a day course, which if you notice one of the courses here, this is this one, appointment calendar in a day. That course is not even live yet, but the video is ready, okay? So there is a lot of different things here. You know, how to repurpose, this is repurposing workshop as well. It's not even listed in the courses, but it's gonna come. Why you should hire a VA. This is from the email sequence in a day. Thank you page in a day video. This is all the project management tutorials. Look at this project management. So for example, you're wondering about my video editing process, here is a 17 minutes video explaining step by step exactly how my entire video editing workflow works, every single step. Okay. Now I'm doing this event live on Wave Video. It's streamed to YouTube, it's streamed to Twitch, it's streamed to Facebook. How am I doing it? How am I setting it up? Here is a tutorial on how to set up a live webinar on Wave Video as well, step by step, and so on and so forth. You can see there's a lot of stuff. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. This is all the YouTube SEO. By the way, the YouTube SEO, as a by the by, this is another important point. You know how I said I'm creating videos for my VAs? You need to understand something. My VA that does my YouTube, uploading videos to YouTube and stuff. Hopefully you can still see me and hear me. So my VA that uploads things to YouTube, what she does is I taught her how to do the entire YouTube SEO so my videos rank on page 1. I created a course so she can actually do that. She didn't know how to do it. I taught her how to do it. She's done the course and now she's doing the task for me. How many people here want to be able to give a course to your VA, not to you, to your VA, have them learn and be able to do something for you? This is really the kind of the strategy, okay? So that's the courses that I got that I want to show you. Now, let me just show you. Let's go back to the membership. So now this is where I can scale the membership. Basically, the more people join the membership, the more I can afford VAs. I'll need to obviously hire more VAs the more I have, and that's okay too, because I can afford that if I have more members, okay? So this is how the tech support works. I've covered the courses. I'm done on the courses. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'm going to talk about how I provide the tech support. So this is the flow of the tech support membership. And by the way, if you like this graphic, guess who made this graphic? Not me, my VA, okay? So you send an email to the help desk, okay, with your question. In under 24 hours, you get a reply, either an existing support document, like a tutorial that already is there, or we record something especially for you. My VAs goes to this website, which is faq.aranbukai.com. And here, there is literally hundreds of questions that I've answered over the last year and a half with tutorials. And let me show you a really common question. But I'll bet you half of you watching this had this question before. You're trying to upload a video to Kajabi or to Podia or to Zendler, and it's not uploading. You need to compress it. How the hell do you do it? I've been asked this question so many times. So I've got a tutorial here on how to do it. So my VA just answers this tutorial because this is such a common question, okay? Now, if you look here under Browse Categories, you'll also notice that I've got specific tutorial on New Zendler, specific ones on system, and so on. Also, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see I've got playlists on these things. But again, I was actually reading a book a few months ago. And the book is called Story Brand by Donald Miller. And he said something that was really helpful to me. He said in copywriting and in sales pages, you want to basically have people use as little brain power as possible to be able to understand who you are, what you do, what you sell, how you can serve them, how you can solve their problems. Use as little brain power as possible. This is where I realized it doesn't matter how many YouTube videos I record. It doesn't matter how many support documents I have. It doesn't matter any of these things, because me creating these things is me telling you how to use more brain power. And I don't want that. I want you to use less brain power. So I shifted my perspective. Yes, I'm recording these things and creating these things for you, but I'm more so creating it for my VAs. So my VAs can help you one-on-one and help you in a group setting and give you that support in under 24 hours. And I can train as many VAs as I want because I've got the courses there. I don't have to train somebody new every time because I've got it all documented, okay? So now I've covered pretty much what I want to cover on the membership. Now, this is why the price is also going up, because obviously I need to, I'm adding a lot of value. There is one-on-one support, there is group coaching, and so on and so forth. Now, I want to take you back to one of the slides that I was doing earlier. And let me just share my screen, my Canva screen properly. I want to go back to the beginning, which is this outcome, point A to point B, which is you want to earn a living on life. You want to get to living off passive income or recurring income and making a living online. You want to be debt free and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Everything that I've shown you is designed purely to help you with getting to that stage. Okay. Whether it's my courses, whether it's my VAs, whether it's specific types of courses. I don't want you to think about the courses like, oh my God, I have to study these courses. No. There is specific stages that I went from nothing to living off passive income. For example, hiring virtual assistants the way I hired them is something that happened a lot later. It's not something that happened immediately. At the beginning, the most important piece was how to find customers. That was the most important piece. That's why one of the courses is client acquisition. Most people, I tell them, do that. Another thing that people need is a lead magnet. If you don't have a lead magnet, that's one of the first things you need to have. A landing page is one of the first things you need to have. So you don't need to be overwhelmed about 30 different courses. All you got to do is pick the one that you actually need. And you don't need to go and figure out which one you like. I don't need you to go and pretend like you're logging into Netflix and you're browsing for an hour to find the movie you feel like watching. Don't even bother. Just send me an email with what stage of the business you're in, and I'll tell you, do this course and do this. And then let me know when you're done, and I'll fill you in on what to do next. Okay? So there's a hybrid here of courses, coaching, support, and one-on-one attention as well, because I've got VAs hopping on Zoom calls with you. Okay? So that's where the membership is heading as well, is obviously hiring more VAs to do more tasks. So all of that is going to be taken care of. Now, there's another piece, and this is a piece that not many people know or understand, or how should I say? It's not real yet, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. Okay, who wants to know? Okay, let me know if this is of interest to you, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. This is one of the reasons why I'm actually going back to Israel, because I'm in Thailand at the moment. I'm going to Dubai for 4 days, and then I'm going to Israel. So one of the reasons I'm going to Israel is I'm seeing my family, obviously. But in my family, I've got a brother who's a developer, okay? And basically, there is obviously software tools that are amazing, but there's certain parts in my business even that I'm not happy with the softwares that I found online. I'm just not happy with them. And I feel that I could set up certain software tools which are really small, really easy. And those software tools are, number one, I'm solving my own problems, but I can then create that as software companies. Now, these software companies are tiny little solutions, okay? An example of a software, because I want to give you a realistic example as well, is if you go to linkredirect.io, okay? This is one of the software tools that me and my brother created. And what this software does is it basically makes it possible. It generates a code, a simple code you can copy and paste, and it can help you redirect a page to another page. So, for example, if you go right now to eranbukai.com/SIO or eranbukai.com/Kajabi, these are affiliate links, even though it's my domain name. How do I set it up? I set it up because I have used this software called Link Redirect Code Generator, to be able to create a code that does that automatic redirection from my domain to the affiliate link. I could not find a tool online that actually does that, okay? There are little workarounds here and there. It's not that it can't be done. And if you're a developer, and I remember, because my brother's a developer, right? So I remember telling him about it, and he was like, what's the problem? You just code it. I'm like, you don't understand. And you gotta also understand, I'm not a developer, right? My brother's a developer. So he was like, the big deal. You just code it. He just coded it in like in 2 seconds. I said, I get it. But my people are not coders. I'm not a coder. This is a challenge. It's maybe small to you, but it's huge for me. And it's huge for my people. I can tell you right now. Now, if you see one of my courses that I mentioned, Pretty Links in a Day, one of the things that I created to be able to make this course possible is this software, linkredirect.io. Now, this software is totally free, but I have other software tools that are coming up, and these are gonna, some of them are gonna be paid. Okay. Now, with my members, I'm going to try, I can't guarantee, I'm going to try and give you as much free software tools as part of the membership. And it just depends, because obviously if I've got overheads, I might have to charge something. But I can tell you right now, my goal is to be able to give these software tools for my members for cheap or free. Okay. So that's what's coming up next. And when I say software tools, I'm not talking about one or two. I've got a number of them because they're not big, but they solve a real problem, like a real problem. I don't want to say more because I'm not going to say more, but they're freaking good. So I can tell you. Now, why do I know these software tools are going to be so freaking good? Because I'm not creating them. Again, I'm not creating them for somebody random. I'm creating it for me. I know I have this problem, okay? I can tell you there is one specific problem that I have that you, if you have a membership, I guarantee you have that problem. Guaranteed you have that problem. If you have a membership or you're doing any sort of coaching, okay? And I know this problem exists, and I have not found a software tool that I'm super happy with. Actually, no, I have found software tools that I'm relatively happy with, but they're built for enterprise and they cost an arm and a leg. And they don't need to cost an arm and a leg because they're built for big companies. They're not built for solopreneurs like me and you. Okay. And that's why I'm building these tools, because I'm not building it for big corporations. I'm building it for me. I'm building it for you, small businesses, small business owners, entrepreneurs who are working from home. A team of 2, 3, 4 VAs. That's it. Really simple tools. So anyway, that's what's coming up next. It's one of the reasons I'm going back to Israel. And I'm really excited about that. I'm really, really excited about that. Can't say too much more. But you will notice once you're in the membership, you'll start seeing these tools. You'll be like, powered by blah. You'll be like, what's this? What's this little tool? How did you build that? I guarantee you're going to start seeing those. It's going to be really awesome. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, let's take care of some questions. So Marcia, unfortunately, it's great that she helped. Unfortunately, if you didn't use her link, I can't give her credit on that. She'll get credit in other ways, but financially, I can't incentivize her on that, unfortunately. But I do appreciate you joining. But yeah, that's fine. Hallelujah, I need Zapier help. Absolutely, yes. You need to create a mind melt tool to teach them that mindset. I'd love to know what you're referring to. Thank you so much. Stop buying courses. Yep, absolutely. Been there, given up. Yeah, totally. Courses. Yeah. Ninja system. Yeah. I do post on social media. I answered that earlier. How do you keep on top of it? Blue helps me a lot, and focus, a lot of extreme focus, honestly. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now let me take care of some questions. So I just need to log into my email so I can see what I emailed my list, so I can answer those questions. So give me a moment. And bear with me. Okay. Question number 1. Rose, are you there, by the way? If you're there, let me know, Rose, because I'm going to read out the question, and if you can type it in the comments so I can put it into the thing. Okay, so I wanted to share my screen here. This is to answer the first question. The first question is, I'm worried I won't have time to go through your courses. Okay. And this is actually one of the objections slash questions that I've had from a number of people. And I want to be really clear on why it's not really a problem. Okay. Okay. So I want you to think of, yeah, Rose, I see you're there. If you could do me a favor, just type the answer, basically, or the question that I read out. Okay, so the first question is, I'm worried I won't have time to go through your courses. Okay, that was the first question slash objection. If you could put in the chat, and I will type in I'll put it in so people can see what the question is that I'm answering. Okay, so you can see the slide right here. This is a buffet. Okay, and I'm in a 5-star hotel at the moment. Okay, in Thailand, and I am eating in a buffet every single day. It's freaking great. Okay. But let me tell you, I have yet to eat every single food on the menu that is in the buffet. I just haven't gotten to it. I would love to get to it. I would love to eat everything. But number one, I get full. Number two, some food is not really my type. And yeah, that's just the way it is. I want you to think about my membership like a buffet. I don't actually care. Rose, if you could put it in the chat on YouTube, sorry, not on WhatsApp. So then I don't actually want you to spend time watching my videos. I don't care about it. If you don't want to watch my videos, don't watch any of them. If you don't want to attend the group calls, don't attend them. If you what I want you is to make use of the one thing that is genuinely important to you. And one of those things, for example, and I'll read out to you. Somebody said, I'm not really struggling with tech, but I want to tap into your business and strategy knowledge. Would I benefit from the membership? Okay. That's the second point, Rose, if you can type that. So I'm worried I don't have time to go through your courses. And the second one is, I'm not really struggling with tech. I want to tap into your business and strategy knowledge. Would I benefit from the membership? The answer is yes. Because if that's why you're joining the membership for, to tap into what I do, how I do it, all that stuff, that is perfect. That's all I need you to do, right? And then what I want you to do is how to make use of it is freaking ask me questions. Ask me questions, business questions, okay? Because every time you ask me a question that is like, hey, that's a good question, this is great for me. Because what do? I go to my project management tool, and then I go right here and I upload the video. I upload the question to the video ideas, and I record it as soon as I can. Okay. And that just works really, really well. So a lot of the different things here, for example, are based on questions. This is a question. Somebody asked me, how do I set up fonts in Facebook, as an example, right? Anyway, a lot of these questions are questions from people. But this is why it's really valuable that people ask me questions. So if that's why you join your membership, to tap into my knowledge, my expertise, great. That's perfect. Join for that. If you join because you love my courses, great, do that. If you join because you have a virtual assistant and you want your virtual assistant to join the group calls, have the virtual assistant do group calls. You don't need to be in the membership. Sign up for your VA. Let your VA come and ask the questions for you, okay? So that's the second point, is there is courses, there is software, there is courses, there is software, there is group calls, there is challenges. When I do challenges, for example, end of this month, I'm going to do a landing page challenge, okay? Join the challenges. The summit that I just did, join the summit if that's something that you value. Or, if I do periodically one-on-one, do that. Whatever it is. Or my virtual assistants. Whichever piece of the buffet is valuable to you, use that. Don't feel guilty for not going through the course. Don't feel guilty about any of it, okay? And if you're stuck, let me know what you're stuck on. Use me, okay? That's the whole point, okay? So that's to answer that question. Next question. Does the summit help creating summits and masterclass? Absolutely. So, for example, this is okay. I totally forgot about something. You know how I told you software and courses and all that? I have another business that I plan on launching, and I'm currently preparing all the products for that membership, that particular course. This business is called Around Templates. Why? It's really freaking simple. There is a book called Rework, and in there's a chapter that is called Zabdi. Sorry if I don't say your name correctly. This is a really good question. I'm really happy you asked, and I'll answer that. So that book is called Rework, and there's a chapter there that it's called Sell Your Byproduct. What it means is that if you are, I forget what the concept was, but like if you are building like some metal or your car factory, you end up with scraps of metal, so you can sell the scraps and make money. So basically in business you can do the same thing. So what's the scraps of metal in my business? So Zabdi, I just did a virtual summit. I want you to make a guess right now to tell me how many pages does a virtual summit have, i.e. how many pages in a funnel? I want you to make a guess how many pages there are in a virtual summit funnel, the live 5-day event. Make a guess, okay? And by the way, Zabdi, if you're interested, I'm happy to give you a link to hop live with me if you want to have a few minute chat. If anybody wants to do that, let me know. I'm happy to do that. You just have to send me a message on Messenger, and then I'll bring you up one by one as well. So there are over 16 pages in a summit funnel. 16. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. If I was to tell you, Zabdi, go create 16 funnel pages, you'll just be like, 16 funnel pages? Go try hire somebody to do that for you. You're going to cost an arm and a leg, right? Here is Zabdi's guess, 3 or 4. 16 is the number, okay? 16. Okay, so what do? I've created these pages. What do? Zabdi, would you like the templates? I'll give you the templates. It's going to be in my membership. So this is where I said to my members, join the membership. I'll give you all my digital products. My templates is another thing. My courses, my software, when I can, the software I can't guarantee because it's overheads, but templates doesn't cost me anything. I've already created them. Courses, there's no cost for me. I mean, yes, there is cost involved with creating it up front, but once it's created, there's so little overheads. It's like whatever, right? So I don't mind giving it as part of the membership. Okay, so the summit funnel, I will launch Around Templates when I have my summit funnel templates ready. The summit templates will include the actual pages, the email sequences, the promotional templates for like the Canva templates for all the thumbnails, for the speakers, for the promotion, the email swipes for affiliates. There's a lot of templates I can now create because I've now done it, right? So this is an example of answering that question. Does your membership help with creating summits? Yes, it helps because I can share templates with you to save time. Now, am I the greatest summit host in the world? So far from. I just started one. Okay, I just did my first one. I'm nowhere near the best in the industry. There's people that I learned from, but I can save you a lot of time because I'm giving you something. Now, you can then tweak it, but the point is it does save you a lot of time. So absolutely. And of course, if you have done no summit ever, guaranteed I'm going to be able to teach you something you don't know. So I don't need to be expert level 100. I can be expert level 10 and I could still be better than you right this second if you're just doing your first one, which means I can give you some pointers and stuff like that. Ask me whatever questions. Whatever I know, I'll share with you. It kind of goes back to the slide, really. Let me just go back to the slide. Hang on. It goes back to this slide, which is point A and point B. Point A, point B. What are the things in the middle that you need to have throughout the journey? You need a lead magnet. You need a landing page. You need an email sequence. You need a VA. You need maybe some software tool. you need better organization, you need whatever, anything I can do to add, because I've gone through this journey. Okay, I've gone from nothing to $200,000 a year. Okay, now I've gone through that roadmap. So basically, any scraps or knowledge or expertise from zero to that stage that I can share in the membership, I will share. That's what you're getting, basically. Now, I'm going to create it in a way where I'm creating assets where either there's automations that I could set up, courses, templates, website templates, or virtual assistants who are trying to do different things to be able to help map that out. Okay. Again, it doesn't mean that I'm the greatest summit person. That's not the point. There, and I would never claim that that's my, that's not my area of expertise. But do I know something about it? Yeah, I know something, and I could definitely add some value on that. And I can definitely guide you on the tech, how to set up the automations. Like, how do you make a page expire after 24 hours as an example, right? There's a little different nuances. It brings me to another point also. There's certain parts that I'm not necessarily good at, or I feel that somebody else could do a much better job. So, for example, in my recent summit, I had Beth, and I had Kim, and I had Elena, who actually did feedback on content reviews, right? Lead magnet review and all that. They did a great job. So I've already told them, I said, listen, could you just come once a month or once every 2 months to my membership, and just people in my membership will submit their content and you can review and give them feedback for a few hours. They said yes, of course. We just have to figure out the pricing. But I'm absolutely going to do that as well. Because again, it's if I've got, if you understand numbers, there is a certain level of scale in my business. The more members I have, I can afford to bring experts to be able to still make all these things possible. Okay, let's go back to the next part, next question. What platforms do you support in your membership? And another question was, I'm using WordPress for my website. Do you support that? And another question was, do you support Kajabi and Wix? So let me answer those. So first of all, what platforms do I support? So my preference of tools is System.io is number one. The reason it's System.io is number one, it's the cheapest one, it's the best builder, and they have certain features that makes it perfect for me to help build your stuff. It is so easy for me, and I'm going to do a challenge at the end of this month. It's going to be probably end of the month, like I think 20th of October and 30th of October. I'm going to do a landing page challenge. You'll have a whole checklist to prepare for it. I will get so many people's websites done. It's going to be freaking ridiculous. Okay, the landing pages and System.io. There's certain features that makes it possible. Okay, so this is really, really important. Okay, so that's my number one. Number two is Zendler. And Zendler is great. Their builder is a little bit clunky sometimes. I'm a bit annoyed by it, but it's still very, very good. Their price is fantastic. I have a lot of tutorials. I know it like at the back of my hand. And yeah, it's great value. So I do have a tutorial that explains the difference in Zendler and System, so you can decide which one's the best one for you. I affiliate all of them, but definitely Zendler is another one. A lot of people use Zendler. Searchy, I definitely support Searchy. It's what I use as well for my videos. I also support Kajabi, because Kajabi is what I use for some of my checkout, and I have used it for membership regionally, and I have 20 members, I think, use Kajabi. So absolutely. I have some members that use Mighty Networks, and I can support that. I'm not as familiar with Mighty Networks, but I'm familiar enough to support. Okay. WordPress. I do not personally support so much. I can help in certain ways. And what will happen with WordPress is, if you want me to support you on WordPress, when you join, I'm going to have a Zoom call with you, me and you, or I will ask you to email me your login details, so I have access to your WordPress site. So then if I need to log in and check things out, I need to do that. Okay, so if you're gonna be in my membership with WordPress, I will personally want your login to be able to support you better. Number two, Peter is a WordPress expert, so he knows WordPress way more. So you're gonna get support from Peter way more than me. Now, that's good because he can actually help you. And I'm just going to tell you right now, chances are I'm going to probably convert you at some point away from WordPress because I really don't like it. Okay. So I'm just warning you. But if you're joining WordPress, yes, anything WordPress wise, Peter can definitely support you. He's a WordPress expert. That is his expertise. So absolutely, I can definitely support you on that. Awesome. Flint said, man, you're so over delivering. Love it. Highly appreciate it. Total no brainer. I'm in. Amazing, Flint. Really appreciate you. What about Heights platform? They innovate and iterate all the time. So I don't support Heights platform, but I think it will be a similar process to WordPress. I will want you to give me your login, and I'm happy to test it out and play with it. Now, one thing also, just on the logins, I only want you to give logins to me. I don't. It's not a point that I don't trust Peter or I don't trust Rose. That's not the point at all. It's just I don't want to have that as a potential liability that your passwords are being shared around across my team. That's the only reason why. Okay. Now, when they do one-on-one Zoom calls with you, they have you share your screen and show you where to click. They don't ask you for the logins. Okay. I just want to clarify. This is very, very important. I do it that way purely because I don't want the liability. That's all. It's simple as that. I trust myself with sensitive information, and I trust no one else. For the same reason that nobody has logins to my social media accounts, nobody has logins to my banking. I'm just protective like that. That's just me, okay? It's got nothing to do with anything. I'm just super protective. Even my accountant does not have access to my bank accounts. That's just the way it is. Maybe when I'm making $1 bazillion and I have to hire an accounting team, maybe I'll figure out how to have a signatory and all that blah blahs, but I'm just protective like that. So on Heights platform, I can definitely, I'm open to trying to support it, but I will need your logins to test it out, but I cannot guarantee. But again, I'm totally open for it. And to be honest, they all work very similar. So I'm sure I could figure it out in some way. The other software was Wix. Wix, no, I do not support Wix. Now, if there are specific things, like again, I will want your login details to Wix. I do have a couple of people who use Wix and I do support it. So it's not like I don't support it, but as a general thing, I don't promote it. If you need help, yes, I will log in and try and help. Like that's okay. I've got another member with Squarespace. Again, I'm not hugely supportive of that personally, but I'm happy to log in. Thinkific was another question somebody asked me. Again, Thinkific I'm familiar with. I'll want your logins. But yeah, it's not a major one that I typically use. And there's different reasons why as well. Like, anyway, whatever. I'm not going to get into explaining that right this second, but if you got a specific software you want to know from me, I'll answer that. Zapier, Rose, awesome. Rose is supporting Zapier. So I actually didn't know that Rose knew Zapier really well. So I'm really happy about that. That literally happened an hour ago. She messaged me saying, hey, I could do Zapier. So that's definitely software that I have supported myself, but I've not had one of my VAs do that. So Rose can do a Zapier thing. That's not a problem. Let me just have a look. There was another software I think somebody asked me. WordPress, Searchy. Yeah, those are the ones. Oh, Groove funnels. Let me tell you, Groove funnels, that's a whole different beast. Anyway, yes, I'm open to supporting Groove. I really don't like it, but I'm open to supporting it. I'll probably try and convert you, I'll be honest. But yeah, definitely. I'm happy to support Groove. They've definitely improved. So yeah, Groove, I'm happy to support as well. Some Blue tutorials. Yeah, man, absolutely. I've got tutorials on Blue, really good ones. I'm really excited about that. So I just, if anybody sign up using my link, definitely something like that. You mentioned you did print on demand. Is that something you can also help with or encourage using? Yeah, so print on demand. Hang on. So you can see here, I've got a mouse. Focus, focus. It's a mouse pad. So this is a print-on-demand mouse. So look, I did print on demand, and I broke even. I did some paid advertising, influencer marketing, and I broke even. I had I was selling Ronaldo t-shirts, Ronaldo the soccer player. Um, so random. To be honest, I broke even. I was making money. I could have kept going and make more money with it. I just wasn't passionate about it. Like, who the hell am I helping? You know what I mean? Like, it goes back to what I said at the beginning about my goals to help a lot of people. Oops, hang on. My goal is to help a lot of people. So, who the hell am I helping when I do that? So yeah, that's why. Oh yes, Thrive Cart, Thrive Learn. Yes, I do support that. No problem at all. Again, not an area that I'm like super expert in, but I'm decent enough. I've got my own account as well. I'll need to kind of like these things I'm gonna need to learn myself. I don't know everything, right? Like, don't think you're signing up to the membership. It's like, oh, Ron knows everything. I don't know. There's so many things I don't know. But number one, I'm a fast learner, and I work hard, and you know, I do go in, I just dive in and figure it out. So absolutely, I can definitely support that. No problem. I've set up 3-4 people on ThriveCart. Like, I've done integration, Zapier, set up subscription, set up integration with Mighty Networks, whatever. So absolutely, ThriveCart and Thrive Learn, I can definitely support that. Print on demand. Let me just finish answering that. Print on demand. Yeah, so I'm an affiliate of Printful. That's where I printed this little mouse pad. Okay. Yeah, and Shopify. I mean, I'm a Shopify partner as well. There is different things. Like, let's put it that way. I can probably answer some questions on that. It's not my area of expertise. Physical products. It's just not my area. I can definitely answer some questions. But if you're looking for like full-on support, I'm not the right person for it. But I can definitely give you some insights. So if you get specific questions, I'm happy to answer. And also, like Printful, for example, the reason I also affiliate Printful is they've got phenomenal tutorials. Like, they've got crazy good library as well. So, but yeah, I'm familiar with Printful. You know, I've done a bit of that. So let me know. I'm happy to definitely support that. And Shopify, remember, Shopify was the first website builder that I used. So I am familiar with Shopify. I can support Shopify. It's not again, it's not my super area of expertise, but also Shopify has a really good support as well. So anyway, Shopify, yes, I can support. Let me pull up the next question. Do you have an annual plan to save money on the membership cost? Yes, I do. It's $550 a year as opposed to $55 a month. If you want to do annual, I'm happy to give you a link. You just have to tell me that you are not using, like, if you came from an affiliate, I can't give you an annual link. I have to create one. If you came from, if you just know me and you want to pay annual, I can give you a link right away. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. Another question: do you still have a under 24-hour email help desk? Yes, I absolutely do. So you get, you get the tech support on that, no problem. Let me just share my screen on that again. Uno momento. I'm just going to share my screen. Yes, I absolutely do. So you get, oops. Thanks everybody for your questions, by the way. Share my screen. Okay, so if you go to the sales page, which you can see right here, and you scroll down, what does the 24 hours tech support actually mean? You can watch this video. It's 9 minutes, and I break down in extreme detail what does it actually mean, how it works, how I answer questions, and all that. You can see here, we constantly support these tools. So MailerLite, Searchy, Kajabi, Zendler, Mighty Network, System.io, Flowdesk, Podia, Thrivecart, Symvolley, Circle. Again, Circle I'm not massively expert on, but I can support that. I'll need your logins. Calendly, absolutely. Uscreen, yes. Kartra, yes. Again, Kartra, Uscreen, not as familiar. Keep, I can support Keep. Not crazy about them, to be honest, anymore. I've just canceled my subscription with them. Publy, yes. TrueBuddy, absolutely. Video Ask, absolutely. Thinkific, yes, but I'll need your logins because I don't have an account myself. Teachable, yes, but I need your login because I don't have an account. GetResponse, yes, but I need your login because I don't have an account. MailerLite, yes, no problem. Yeah. Marcia, I can give you the 550. No worries. I can give it to you right after. Yeah, and then Marcia, I'll give you a discount code, so it deducts the 550 you paid, so you don't. Basically, we'll give you a coupon, so it credits. So you'll pay $4.95, and then from next year we'll bill you $5.50. So, Marcia, if you can send me a little message on Messenger now, then I'll send you the link in a moment. Okay. And you know, I want to actually give a little context. Why don't I heavily promote the annual plan? You might be wondering. I'm going to tell you exactly why. There's two reasons. Number one, I want to earn your trust every month newly. Okay. And I think sometimes people are like, you know, you want to get people to sign up for the annual because you want to eliminate the churn. And I agree with that. Like if all my existing members upgrade to annual, I'll be very happy, right? Because I love them. They're awesome. We know each other. They can pay cheaper. All good. When somebody is just getting started, I haven't necessarily earned their trust yet. Like I know some people are joining right now, and really you're joining because I'm raising the price to $99. That's just the way it is. Like let's call a spade a spade. Iran's putting the screws, $99 if you don't join right now. So like, oh, I gotta join because I don't wanna, I wanna lock myself in. If I wasn't raising the price, chances are the 10 people that just joined in the last half hour, because I've just seen all the notifications coming through, it's not, it wasn't going to happen, right? But I also appreciate the fact that you joined, my job is so not done. My job just started, right? So to me, that's really important. And also it gives me and you that chance to be like, okay, let's make sure we're a good fit. Now, Marcia, I mean, we've worked together for probably 2 months now, 3 months anyway. So it's not like we don't know each other now. You know what I mean? But sometimes people, like some people join, I'm like, geez, I don't even know who you are, but which is fine, you know? But that's why I don't like heavily promote the annual. I may start promoting an annual, or maybe I'll do a 4 months package or a 6 months package. I've been thinking about that. But anyway, that's a little bit why. Can you support with creating coaching apps? You'll have to clarify what does actually mean to mean, because I don't know what that means. Creating a coaching app, like developing. I don't develop. So you have to clarify what do you actually mean by that. Next question. How often are the group calls in the membership? So the group calls are a minimum. I guarantee 1 a week with me. I'm actually doing 3 a week. They happen on Monday and Friday at 6 a.m. my time. It ends up being Sunday and Thursday, 6 p.m. US Eastern, and Tuesday, 12 noon. Okay. Happy Bada. Is that your name? Let me know. Someone without an audience list, is membership still useful? 1000% useful. Yeah. In fact, I think my membership is more useful for somebody who has no list than most programs out there, and I'll tell you exactly why. Other programs are going to charge you an arm and a leg to teach you different things, right? Whereas for me, you join my membership, and I'm going to tell you which courses you need to do and get started with. So for example, I'm going to tell you my coaching to you right now. If you have no list, first step, go through the lead magnet in a day course and create your lead magnet. Okay. Let me share my screen. That's the first step. Second step, landing page in a day. Next step, thank you page in a day. Next step, email sequence in a day. Once you have it set up, then you go and do this course, Facebook Organic Mini Course, and you go and implement this. And you send people to the funnel that you've just built. Okay. Now, you may want to set up a calendar booking. You'll understand why when I do this course. And to do that, you're going to go through the appointment calendar in a day. Okay. Now, you might decide to build an audience in a bit of a different way. You might want to do a Facebook group. So you're going to do a Facebook group in a day course. Okay. Now, you're going to be thinking, oh my God, this is going to take me so much time and effort, the Facebook Organic, right? Which it will. I'm just telling you right now, it's going to take you a lot of time and effort, but I'm going to make your life so much easier by understanding how to repurpose your content by going through the content repurposing workshop. Additionally, because you have no audience and no list, you're going to want to focus on how to collect and utilize your testimonials and social proof to be able to get more customers and build your email list. Then once you have your email sequence set up, you're going to be like, what the hell do I keep on writing to my email list? So you're going to read my email marketing book and learn about that. Okay. So that's the answer to your question. Absolutely. And you're going to get all this guidance step by step because I've got the course already ready. Right. And I would recommend you come to join the group calls. Let me know an update on how you progress and so on and so forth. One thing that I planned on doing in my membership, and I haven't actually mapped it out yet, I haven't actually set it up yet, is a questionnaire, an onboarding questionnaire, where I ask you all the things of where you're at. Do you have testimonials? Do you have a sales page? Do you have a lead magnet? Do you have blah? Do you have bleed? Do you have a password manager? Do you know how to use Loom? Have you created a course? Do you have any customers? Whatever, all these details. So I can do a full audit on the individual to see where they're at and then give you a personalized advice in one of the group calls. Okay. So that's something that I definitely wanted to do. I haven't mapped it out yet, but it's something I plan on doing as well. So that's something. Let me know if that answers your question. Yeah, it's a great question. Thanks for that. Next question. Do you recommend I pay for one-on-one in addition to the membership? So if you go through the sales page or the checkout page, let me just show you something here. When you click to go to the checkout and you go to pay, you will see that I have here, yes, I want one-on-one session with a run for 1 hour for $99. Okay. So if you click, it will add $99. I absolutely, if we have never spoken before, I urge you to pay for the one-on-one. Like, absolutely, like no question, especially if we've never spoken. The second reason you want to book it is if you want me to build your website for you, yes, pay for the one-on-one because it will just save you time. You don't have to, but that's what I would suggest. So the answer is definitely yes. Thank you so much for your thoughtful and thorough reply, Around. Your enthusiasm is exactly what I needed. And my username is something random and hidden, so no, it's not my name. Okay, good to know. Yeah. Awesome. If you want to join the membership, Happy Buddha, just tell me your name so I can call you the right name. But let me know your name and let me know if somebody referred you, so I can. And if you have that person's affiliate link, and if you don't, send me a message on Messenger, and I'll give you the link to go to sign up to the membership without, like, it's not an affiliate link. It's my link. So let me know if you want that as well. Okay. Whew. Alrighty, next one. Let me just grab some water. The good thing about being in a 5-star hotel is that when this is all done, I've got room service. So I'm gonna order a smoothie and some things for my throat and whatever. So anyway. Christine, nice to meet you. Awesome. Awesome. Let me know if somebody referred you. If not, I will give you a link separately. Yeah, let me look at the other ones. What platform? Does the membership include done for you and social media marketing? No, it does not include a done for you in social media marketing. It does include courses to show you how to find customers on Facebook. It does include how to build a YouTube channel. It does show you how to repurpose content and all that stuff. Like my content production, I'm telling you, it is ninja. It is freaking ninja. It is so good. So yeah, it's like really good processes, like really, really good processes. I think just that alone is worth my membership, to be honest. Do you ever sleep? Moderation? Absolutely. Yeah, I do. I'm in Thailand. People must like, oh, Thailand, 5-star hotel, holiday. Like, I probably, I'm not gonna say how much I slept in the last 3 days. I won't tell you. All the mothers are going to get really pissed off with me. Okay, another question. Somebody said, I won't have the bandwidth to join your membership right now, but I will in a month and a half, 6 weeks from now. Is there any way I could still join? If you have a very legitimate reason, specifically where you're like, there's some legitimate reason that you feel like extension, I'm not going to do an extension, right? I have an idea on what I might do, but you have to give me a freaking good reason. Okay. So, send me a message on Messenger and explain, you know, let's put it that way. I'm not trying to put the screws and force people to join in a way that's like, how should I say? Like, I understand life circumstances happens. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'll give you like legitimate. Like, we've got freaking problems in the world. Like, we've got the hurricane in Florida. You know, awful, absolutely awful. Like, I see it a little bit on social media. I don't track it too much. Now, I don't know if I have somebody somebody in my audience who lives there. I mean, I don't necessarily know where everybody lives, nor do I necessarily remember. But if somebody is like in that situation right now, I'm not gonna be like, "Well, join the membership or prices." You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a human. I understand. So I'm saying, like, if there's some legitimate reason, I'm giving a bit of an extreme example. But if something happening, like, just let me know. I am a negotiable human. That's what I'm saying. But I won't negotiate with your procrastination, is my point. Okay. I'll negotiate with legitimate reasons. I won't negotiate with you procrastinating. Okay. That was the questions that I have in the email. We don't have time. Done for you. How often are the group calls? Yeah. Okay. Let me just have a look at other messages. Marcia, absolutely. I will send you the link shortly because I need to create a coupon code for you specifically for the annual. Let me refresh my Facebook to see if there's any other questions. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Really appreciate you all. If you have other questions, leave it in the chat right now, please. I'm just looking through comment section. Bear with me here. If you've got questions for me, leave it in the chat so I can answer those. Oh, there you go. Is your membership a year commitment? No. So you can cancel anytime, basically. So like I'm not hosting anybody hostage whatsoever. So if you want to join, cancel, you can contact me. We'll cancel it immediately. If you are, like I don't need you to give me a week. I know people will do like a week warning, or I don't care. If the membership is no good for you, we'll cancel it immediately. It's not an issue. You're not locked into anything. You could join, stay around for as long as you like, get the value. I can tell you, like I had one person yesterday, sorry. I mean, she's been in the membership once, canceled, came back, canceled, and came back again now. It just, for her specifically, like, she was just lovely to work with. Honestly, when she canceled, I was like, freaking hell, like you're awesome. Like why, and honestly, like she gave me referrals. Like she was great. So anyway, she's back now, and she was like, I'm joining again. That's it. I'm gonna stay now. And she was the person that asked about the courses. She said, one of the reasons I canceled because I felt bad because I wasn't making most of the membership with the courses and all that stuff. And she's a legitimate business owner. I'm pretty sure she's like a 6-figure business owner. She doesn't have time to freaking sit down and watch courses. So I said, just bring your VA. It's not a problem. So again, when she was the membership, also, it wasn't as evolved as it is now. So things have evolved as well. So do the VAs get swamped with appointments? It's a great question, actually. And so this is actually a point that I want to bring up. So I do not officially monitor how many times you book a time with my VA, but I will monitor once it grows to a certain level. So for example, when my VA sends me an invoice once every 2 weeks from now on, this is a process I implemented this week, and I'm going to get the first invoice this Monday from my VAs. They will give me a breakdown of who booked one-on-one sessions. So if somebody is going to book freaking 8, 9, 10 sessions a month, I'll be like, listen, you need to pay extra. That's not like, I'm offering this as unlimited in a way that's like within reason. What's within reason? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm still learning how things are going to work, right? So yes, they are swamped right now because there's obviously more members coming, but it hasn't hit critical mass or a critical point where it's costing me more per se, or they're not sleeping and I have to hire them. Like, you know what I mean? There's balance. And the only way I'm going to, that's why if you look at my FAQs, I don't have an FAQ like that even because I don't know. I don't know the workload yet. It's still something that I'm still learning. So thank you so much. I'm signing up Bonnie's link. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Bonnie's awesome. Yeah. And Bonnie does virtual networking events for me. So yeah, she's great. Fantastic. Great to have you. Yeah, so they are swamped right now. I think Rose will vouch for that. Peter will vouch for that. I think Peter has been infected with the Iran disease of schedules. I think Peter is, I think he'll have to say it. I think we'll have to bring him on and ask him, but I think he's got a bit of an Iran. We're actually quite similar. He's a bit of a workaholic too, to be honest. So, but he's a father of 3 kids, so I'm more watchful. He's got his days off as well, so you know what I mean. Both Rose and Peter have kids, so that's obviously important. Cool. That was the questions. Let me just go back to the questions in Facebook. Give me 1 second. Oh, lock-in contract. Yeah, I answered that. Good jobby. Oh, there you go. That's the other question. What is the time commitment in the membership? So I think it goes back to the buffet. There is no time commitment in the membership. I don't want you in the Zoom calls. I don't want you to spend any time in the membership unless you need to, okay? For example, if you are going to spend time trying to figure out how to connect the Facebook pixel and set it up, or you're going to try and set up a landing page and get lost in it, come to the group call, book a time with my VAs, get help, ask questions, make use of it. If you don't worry about it, okay? And I also know there's some people who are in my membership and they're like, Eran, I don't need your help. But the one time that I do need, which is once every 2 months, man, that's worth the membership alone. So I know I've got at least 10 people probably who they don't care about anything, but they just want me to be in their back pocket. So when they're stuck, they can come to me and have that access. And I help them. And it's like that. So that alone to them is worth the $50 a month, $100 every 2 months, whatever. Okay. So there is no official time commitment, but if you want to leverage, if you want to eat the whole buffet, be my guest. But also I'm going to also, how should I say it politely, get in your face a little bit if you are too much of a consumer. I don't need you watching my videos endlessly. I need you doing the right things in your business, which is going and finding customers, okay? So I'll be very strong with you about the implementation side as well, because I also know that most people, and this is interesting, right? Like I'm in this event right now, and I had a few people ask me, we're at lunch or whatever. People ask me like, what do you think is the difference between somebody who's successful who's not? Let me tell you, there's one difference. One person does work, one of them does not, right? That's the difference. Now, some people think they do work and they don't. They don't do work. They do pretend to work. And a lot of people do pretend work. Fiddling with Canva, you're doing pretend work. Fiddling with your landing page for days on end, you're doing pretend work. Prettying up their lead magnet, making it all beautiful, you are doing pretend work. Okay, pretend work. I know it's blunt and I know it's a bit brutal, but that's what you're doing. You need to get on with it, launch it, go find customers. That's what you need to do. And make money so you can pay somebody to pretty it up for you. Don't even worry about it. Get it out, get it launched, get going, okay? Han, yes, in my back pocket, absolutely. Han, listen, no more back pocket for you this month. I am doing a landing page challenge at the end of this month. I'm going to have a checklist ready in the next week or so. I'm going to send it to you. You need to have your content ready. So I'm going to build your landing page this month, at the end of the month, on Wave video, like we're going to share screen. I'm going to build your landing page this month. No more freaking procrastination for you allowed, okay? Marcia, does the client acquisition video have tips on how to get clients outside of one's own Facebook group? Marcia, the client acquisition video course is only on how to find clients outside of your own Facebook group. It's how to find clients in other people's Facebook groups, not yours. That's what it's about. So yeah, definitely, absolutely. Yes, Han, absolutely. Let me go back to Facebook, see what other questions there are. Is there a replay? Yes, there's a replay. Is there a platform we access? I.e., I'm assuming you're asking, is there like a course members area? Yes, there is. It's hosted on System.io primarily. There's also, I also use Heartbeat for my community. So that's also available. Thanks, Marcia. Yeah, so there is a members area system, and then there's a members area also Heartbeat that's also available. So that's also available. Absolutely, Han. Absolutely. Cool. I see there's still 9 people watching and stuff. Let me know what other questions you have. I'm pretty sure I'm running out of questions. I'm just want to make sure. If there's anything else you want me to show you, anything else you want to tell you about, any other Any secrets you want to share about? Any other little secret plans? Like, this is your chance. I'm going to tell you whatever you want to know. I won't tell you my planned softwares because I'm going to keep those secret, but they're freaking good. That's what I can tell you. And again, also the other reason I'm not telling you is because some of them I have to figure out which ones do I want to do for me personally, which ones do I want to do for me and turn it into a company. And also what's the sequence? Which one is easy, which one is hard? I have to talk to the developer to figure out what's the right roadmap. There's also a sequence. So yeah, so I know this is I'm using Wave Video. I'm using Wave Video, yeah, which I've got a tutorial. Here's something you might find interesting. So you know how I told you about the Airbnb templates with the Summit templates? So part of the templates is obviously tutorials on how to use them and whatever. So obviously I've got Wave Video course on how to set up all that. That's part of the Summit course, right? So what I did is on the session that I did in the Summit, there was a session with, I think, the Simple Booklet CEO. I recorded my screen, the Loom video. I used Loom to record me doing the Summit, hosting the Summit, answering questions, managing everything on the back end. So you can see behind the scene what goes on as well as part of the course. So that's also an example of the type of stuff that I do. Again, that's just, I didn't have to record a video. It just was a byproduct. Yeah. If you would start today fresh, Zendler system, Kajabi system, hands down, no question. Yeah. No question. For me personally, there's certain limitations system has. It can be a little bit annoying. But like, for example, I have one member, her name is Lyric. She's wonderful. And she's referred a few people now to the membership. Lyric, specifically, her business model requires having access to instructors, access levels and stuff like that. The best software that has that is Zendler. So I would never recommend, I'm never going to say everybody should use system. That's not the point. With Lyric, she's using Zendler. It is 100% the best one for her. So I'm I want to be very clear. It's not like I'm biased, use one and that's it. Like, in some cases, I would say it differently. Yesterday, I spoke to another lady, and I said, use Kajabi. She told me what she needs to do. I said, use Kajabi. It's much better. The price point wasn't an issue. Use Kajabi, right? 2 people actually last week. So I'm very I'm cool. There was another Mighty Networks recommendation. So it just depends. Wave Video, yes. Oh, okay. Look at the other questions. I'm looking if there's any other questions in the comments or my messages. Kajabi, are there cheaper options if paying out of pocket until there's some revenue to cover the cost of Kajabi? Yeah, system. Han, you're going to use system. You're not going to use Kajabi. You should not use Kajabi. It is going to be way too overwhelming for you. You should absolutely use system. It's going to cost you $197 a year, and it's going to be perfect for the stage that you're at. Here's a question that I got today. I'm not going to answer that right now, but I can if you want me to. Hi, Aran, or hello, Aran. I hope you can help me with this productivity software. Hang on. Help me with this productivity software related question. What is the best way to stay organized? To have organized to-do lists, task management, calendar, follow-up with clients and leads, reminders, appointments, meetings, etc. How do you / what software do you use to keep track of all this? I'll answer that question. It's not really membership related, but I'll give you the answer while I'm waiting for those comments to come through. So I use Blue for my project management. I use Blue for the task for my VAs. I use Blue for me mostly, but also I use there's tasks in Google Calendar. I use that as well. Or sometimes I also use Google Docs. I used to just handwrite my tasks, if it's a daily thing. Calendar, I use Calendly in Google Calendar. Follow up with clients and leads. I don't have anything full on that. Sorry, I don't have anything full on the follow up. Like I don't have a full on CRM, but I have tried Airtable. I've tried Keep. Honestly, it just never really worked for me. That's one of the tools that maybe I'll create something. There's one specific feature that I only saw that feature in a very, very, very expensive enterprise software. Very expensive. I have not seen that particular feature in enterprise, in solopreneur type software. So I need to talk to my developer to find out how difficult or easy it is to set up something like that. And if that feature is doable, that will be one of the pieces of software that I would definitely want to create, basically. So that's what I'm saying. There's, it depends. So that's the CRM question. Hopefully I'll be able to create something that's usable, but again, that's different. Appointments, Calendly, and I use the Chrome extension a lot. I've got a whole course on that. Stay organized, Blue. I said that. And then Messenger as well. I mean, I use Messenger. To be honest, like if I do follow up, because all my members, all my leads are in Messenger, so I do follow up on that. I use TextBlaze a lot for email follow up as well, because it's easier to do intensive follow up. Eric, I'm so happy to have you. Really awesome. I did send you the email with all the Blue tutorials as well. So I'll have the course ready the next week or two or something like that. But you've got plenty of stuff to get started with as well. Han, yes, absolutely. So that's a question that I got. This answer that question. Okay, I'm going through my emails. Bear with me to see if there's anything else. So here I got an email from somebody saying they're going to use Zendler, for example. Gertrude, thank you so much for joining the membership. I just saw your sign up. Yael Madim, toda rabba. She's Israeli, so I'm speaking in Hebrew. Corwin, awesome. Great to have you. Corwin, I want to learn how to use and integrate Thrivecart and Zapier with my tech stack. Absolutely, Corrine. Yeah, you'll do your onboarding with Rose and make sure you mention it as well to Rose, and then see if she can help you on the spot. Linda, thank you so much for joining. Yep, all good. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Thanks, Lisa, for joining. Lisa Spector, awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, wow. I had no idea you are friends with Sandy. That is so cool. Okay. See you, Eric. Thank you so much. Marcia, if I book the free systematic account with your link and update the paid later, can I still take advantage of your training then? Yeah, because you're in the membership, Marcia. So you'll get access to the training. That's not a problem. Yeah, that's totally fine. Calendly Chrome course. Calendly is one, the name. TextBlaze, yeah, there's a course on that as well. Okay, that's the email questions that I see. So I'm just browsing through the questions. I just joined the round. Really look forward to working with you and your team. Amazing, Nicholas. Awesome, awesome. If anybody wants to hop on with me live as well, shoot me a message on Messenger. Happy to have a bit of a discussion if you want. Starting from scratch, awesome. You should get an automatic email to book a time with Rose. She'll just kind of get you onboarded on the initial stuff. And then I'm gonna try and get this. Yeah, I mean, if you want to hop on a chat now while I'm here, I don't mind. You know, if you want, just shoot me a message on Messenger, and I'll give you the link, and we'll just talk while we're here. While I'm seeing more questions come through, because I want to make sure I'm answering everybody's questions. I'm just looking at my phone to see if there's anything else. Affiliate marketing. Can your membership help with affiliate marketing? Yeah, it can help with affiliate marketing. That's what I do for a living, obviously. I have a podcast on affiliate marketing on my YouTube channel. You don't have to join my membership for that, but there's a podcast on that you can definitely join and listen to. Okay. Yeah, Nicholas, let me give you the link. Shoot me a message on Messenger, and I'll give you the link. Jody. Oh, Jody. Nice to hear from you. Awesome. Yep, awesome to have you. Nicholas, awesome. Let's hop on a chat now. We'll have a bit of a chat. Anybody else that wants to chat with me? Like I'm here, so just come and join. While we're waiting, I'll show you a little bit about the slides. By the way, this is like so last minute, my slides. If I was to show you, I mean, I didn't even get to show you some stuff. This is the house that I bought November last year. This is some of the courses, just some of them. This is the slide of the membership, which you saw already. I actually had a different slide. It's just not finished yet, but you can see I just didn't finish, but I've got a lot of stuff. Like I got a whole roadmap on what the membership does. So you can see here, there's like a whole roadmap, right? 6 stages to go from idea to living off passive recurring income. And I break down each step as well. This is my favorite step, the focus stage. I love that stage. And I think this is the difference, people taking action, not taking action. But anyway, we'll cover that in a different day. Productizing. Yeah, Rose, you can go, no problem. No, no problem at all. Thanks for your help. I'll see if Peter is available to join as well. Um, oh, dang, you're not seeing my screen. Oh, you are seeing my screen. Is this Canva presentation? Yes, it is. I love Canva. And let's do a little, hey.
Hi.
Hello, Aaron.
There's two of us.
There's two of you. Awesome.
So I was actually happy.
Oh, you are seeing my screen.
Hi.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
So sorry, this is awkward.
Is
We haven't
this
done
Canva presentation? Yes, it is.
Oh.
I love Canva.
There we
Oh,
go.
and let's do a little,
There we are. There we are.
hey.
Hi.
Maybe turn off your YouTube.
Hello, Aaron.
There's two of us.
Facebook. Two of you. Awesome.
So
So we don't hear each other at the same time? Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
sorry about
sorry
that.
There
about
you
that.
go. That's all right. That's all right.
Hi, I'm Christine. This is my dad, Nicholas.
Oh,
And-
cool.
Yeah, so that was me earlier.
This is the happy
And the other-
Buddha.
yeah.
So you're together.
We are
Yes.
together.
Yes.
Got
And-
it. Okay. Okay. And you're doing business together, like same
Yes.
business, or
We're working together.
awesome, awesome. And so you're the one that signed using Bonnie's link, is that right?
No, we did not. That
No.
was someone else.
Oh,
in
there was
the
someone
chat.
else. Oh, there's not a
Yeah.
Christine. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay. Cool. So
Yeah, I think Zabdi signed in through Bonnie's link.
okay.
If I
Okay.
said correctly.
Where are you
So-
based?
Well, right now we're in Yerevan, Armenia,
Oh wow.
the capital of Armenia.
Yes.
I don't have anybody from Armenia. You're like new. That's awesome. I actually have members from 20 different countries. So
Oh, wow.
must be 21
Well-
now.
Armenia's on the team now.
Armenia is on the team. That's awesome. That's awesome. I gotta check it out. You gotta tell me a bit about it because now that I'm here in this 5-star hotel, I'm like, what the hell am I doing living not in a 5-star hotel? You know, Just- and it's
Well,
so
you know,
cheap.
we're,
It's so
we're
cheap.
friends. We're friends on Facebook, so I knew you were traveling, trying the digital nomad lifestyle.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
We left the U.S. At the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
So we spent a little over a year in Philippines, and then we came to Armenia last year, thinking we would stay 2 weeks and then travel on to Georgia.
Yeah.
But just fell in love with Armenia and the people. So
Wow.
we've been here a little over a year. It's wonderful.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So then, what's the business? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, Christine told you we're still trying to launch. You know, I really appreciated your story because it's been start and stop and start and stop for us for several years now, trying to put all the pieces together. So I was very fortunate to finally come across System.io.
Yeah.
Aurelian is fantastic, and the product he's created, very much like you know, to meet his own needs is just
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but the tech was a challenge, you know, and through a search for building a website with System.io, because, you know, I'm so new that blog and website were two different things to me, you know.
Yeah.
So searching how to build a website with System.io, I then found you, of course, on YouTube,
Right.
and just am so impressed. So that was the breakthrough for us. And then I attended your virtual summit.
Okay.
Again, it was just phenomenal. You know, I friended you. We had a little bit of a chat when you accepted my friend request.
Yeah.
And, you know, I heard someone say you're a heart-centered person in one of your testimonials, you know, and that resonates with both of us. We're just so delighted to meet you and to associate with you. So, Christine, we're going to have to listen to your replay because you hit us with the fire hose when Christine said, you know, can we start from scratch? But we're looking forward.
The
really
lead magnet, the landing page, the blah. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. And I'll have. This is one of the values of having VAs, right? I have a VA that will be like, okay, great, watch this video. It's 3 hours because I'm 2 hours now, 2.5 hours now. Who the hell's gonna have time to sit down and watch another 3 hour video, right? So no, VA, you watch it. I'll pay her. She creates chapters. You can browse the chapters and find the section that you actually want. You know what I mean?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we've just been desperate to implement, and we haven't been able to find the right person. You know, we haven't been able to find the right system. And the way you explain things, and you know, your process creation and your documentation, the world needs it.
Yeah.
The world needs it. You know, it's delightful to find.
Yeah.
So excited.
I appreciate that. What is the business? What is the business idea?
Well, you know, very similar to what you said. You know, we're just looking for an affiliate model. You know, I've been I suffered a bad accident in 2008, and have been on disability ever since. And I went to traffic and conversion 2012, thinking I would get online and be an affiliate. You know, very similar to what you described, and just could never put all the pieces together. Just there was always a tech challenge. There was always an issue with one item not fitting another. You know, and very limited income, having to be patient, getting scammed time and time and time again. It's, you know, I saw your video explaining yourself, your introductory video, and you had the box set of Russell's books and your Grant Cardone book. I carried that box set of Russell's books with me to Philippines.
Yeah.
And I ended up giving them away to a guy doing SEO because the weight restrictions to leave to come here.
Yeah.
But you know, that resonated with me because at Traffic and Conversion 2012, we were there together. And in the back corner, and I've known Russell since probably 2005, 2006, he spent the entire event in the back corner just scribbling and filling pages and writing and writing. And I believe, I've asked him about it, I believe I saw the birth of ClickFunnels. I think that during that event, he had the brainstorm, you know, and it came from that. But we've never launched anything, haven't made $1 online yet. So, you know.
Who do you want to serve?
Well, I have created domain name. I purchased domain names and I have them. I've already managed to put them on System.io. I was an early pioneer in crypto. I have a very clear idea of, again, it's a space with a lot of scams in it.
Yeah.
You know, and you're actually a good example of how to create processes to really educate people to move into this new future.
Yeah.
So I purchased the domain name Living Bankless. You know, there's a very popular newsletter in the space called Bankless, and they're teaching people, you know, how to get on board, how to get wallets, how to use exchanges, things like that. So I really want to develop an aggregation site to teach people what's proper, to educate people in the new, like the Web 3.0, the new way of banking, because what we know is traditional banking around the world is going away.
Yeah.
So I think I can be very helpful and informative, and also, you know, create affiliate links for us to steer people in the right direction to do things properly, you know. So that's our first endeavor.
Yeah. Okay. And in terms of serving, do you have a specific type of audience, like a specific type of person?
So I've segmented them into different people. The older generation who, you know, are still using desktops, but have an interest, you know, are still engaged and want to be able to do things more efficiently. And then reaching really into the unbanked areas of the world. One reason I like System.io and I'm encouraged by you is, you know, Aurelian really has that ethic where anybody should be able to build a website, and
Yeah.
it should be free.
Yeah.
You know, and I really want to do a lot of marketing, bringing people in underserved areas, and making the technology accessible,
Yeah.
making it approachable. You know, making them understand that I don't need to live in the West to do this. I don't need to, you know, I don't even have to have money to do this. If I put myself in the stream, you know, it will improve my life. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah. How do you want to monetize? Affiliate is one thing. That's going to take a while to build. How do you want to monetize realistically?
Realistically, I like Aurelian's $7 course model.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really, that's a good example, because there's too much information in this field because so many people are marketing. So I don't think I'll have any any challenge with getting enough valid information to just package it and start, you know, making it available.
Yeah. Yeah. So since you're beginners,
Yes.
it's a bit misleading, but you know, since you haven't built an audience and all that stuff.
No, that's true. That's true.
I'll tell you like how I would do it, and it's very similar to how I did it. You gotta do the real work, which is actually talking to people on Zoom. You gotta focus on getting people on Zoom and talking to you, right? You're nice people, friendly faces, sociable. Just talk to people, right? Talk to them on Zoom and get to know your audience one by one. If you can make an effort to talk to one new person per day, right? That's going to get you way more traction than anything else. How you're going to monetize that, who the hell knows?
Right.
Just start talking to them. And there's a number of reasons why you want to do that strategy. Number one, it is the fastest way to build a solid relationship with somebody. There's no two ways about it, right? Like, you can email people, you can do your email marketing, your email sequence, the blah. They're already getting 100 emails a day anyway, right? So how do you stand out? Just do the Zoom calls. Number two, it gives you really good market research to see who do you actually, because you don't actually know the answer to who do you want to serve yet. You kind of have it, like you have a rough idea, and that's fine. That's how you should start. You should have a rough idea and then start talking to the market and figure out, like, for example, I know as I learned and who I was helping, the people that I enjoyed helping specifically were more people who are in the membership site or course creation space, because they were typically experts of some sorts. And it wasn't that they were like, it wasn't like e-commerce where they're just like, I want to sell furniture so I can make some money. You know, they're like, I have this knowledge, I have this expertise, and I want to help people. So that's people that resonate with me. That's why I want to help. If you look at my logo, you see the pyramid thing. That's not pyramid, the dominoes, not pyramid. The dominoes,
Gotcha.
Right? The reason the logo behind it is because, like, I'm the domino. I'm helping them with their thing, and then they help whoever else comes after. Who that is, I couldn't care less, to be honest. Like, whatever, you know, whether it's, this people in my membership who are, you know, a fertility expert. I love that. Why? Because, you know, she helps people who can't have a baby have a baby. This is awesome, you know? So I like those types of people. Whereas when I was like building sites for Shopify sites or whatever, it was like, you know, I want to sell clothes. It's fine. I got no problem with that, but it's just not, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's just not my thing, you know? Somebody doesn't help people. Of course, we all need clothes. I get it. But I'd rather serve the experts who want to do something meaningful, you know, more so.
Right.
So, but I only learned that because I was on Zoom calls doing those conversations, and I was doing projects. One, which was projects on like supplements, and I was doing projects on this website and that website, and I just enjoyed their membership course area experts way more, you know? So I was like, I'm just going to focus on that and scrap the rest, right? Right. You might find that this is like, you know, you might find that the older generation are a complete pain in the butt and you don't want to deal with them at all. You just don't know.
No, I've given that careful consideration. And you know,
But
with the
don't be judgmental before you have those Zoom calls. Do the Zoom calls and let it kind of happen as it happens, you know?
Yeah, we're looking for the shortest route. With the challenge now with the economy the way it is, my pension's not going to do it anymore. So we just had our Yerevan here, the capital of Armenia. It's a huge IT place, and we have more Russians arriving every day doing IT, and our rent just went up 52%. So, you know, we have some of the challenge you shared. You know, we need to turn a profit here just as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
So I do like the Zoom idea. Get on and talk to people.
Yeah. And then from there, like monetization could be as simple as, like, I'll tell you how I monetize the Zoom calls at the beginning. Sometimes, probably 1 in 5 people who I did the Zoom call offered to pay me something at the end of it, right? Like, oh, can I pay you for this? Because they found it valuable, you know? Because the Zoom call, you might end up on a Zoom call with them for an hour and helping them set up the entire wallet, as an example.
Right. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah.
That will count as a coaching session. Now, you don't have to say up front, oh, you have to pay me to set up the wallet, but you can explore how that goes. And you can even, like, an example of setting up the wallet, that is very difficult to outsource to your VA because, you know, the passwords, they're going to have to want to trust you to do that wallet with them because that's very sensitive stuff, right?
Right.
So you can also be like, look, I would love to have a virtual assistant do it, but honestly, like, I don't trust anybody else except myself. So,
sure.
You know, and you can be very clear. Okay, great. Now, please don't share your screen with me while you are typing this information. You know, you did 12 words when you're downloading the extension, whatever the name is. I forget now.
Right. Seed phrase.
The seed phrase. What was the name of the?
Yeah.
You know the one.
Yeah.
So MetaMask, right?
Oh yes, MetaMask. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got the. So you say, okay, now you're about to see 12 words. Now it's really important you don't share your screen because I don't want the liability of having seen it. So please stop your share, but I'll walk you through what to do. Great. Can you see the 12 words? Great. Don't tell me what they are, but grab a piece of paper, write it down. You can walk through that whole process. I know the process, right? So I've done it. So that would be a very valuable service for somebody who's not so tech savvy, as an example, right?
Right. You know, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just had like you said, a light bulb just listening to you.
Yeah.
For probably 4 or 5 months now, I've been telling Christine, I really want to be an affiliate for System. Right. You know, I really want to be adept at this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm such a fan of Aurelia, and you know, he's such a good role model, such a good example. Yeah. And then, of course, I've discovered you.
Yeah.
Just as we were talking, I thought, you know, System.io, you can set someone up for free.
Yeah.
They can have a free account.
Yeah.
So they could have a blog. So basically anybody in the world could set up a website for themselves.
Yep.
And they'll say, but I'm challenged with tech. Then I introduce them to you.
Yep.
That's just 2 perfect affiliate programs.
That's right.
You'll
make 50% on System. You'll make $98 per year on the $197 plan.
Right.
And then I pay 20% on the 55/99.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that's not what we're talking about, but
no, it's fine.
It occurred to me.
Well, exactly. Yeah, it actually is what we're talking about.
Yes. So
about how to get from idea to monetization.
Right. Now, how did you attract people to get on Zoom calls? Were you just how were you?
Yeah, so that's where you go through the course on the Facebook Organic, where you're going to go and engage in other people's Facebook group, not your own.
Right.
And in those Facebook groups, you'll try and add value. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I knew you were on vacation. I know you're busy. I know you're not sleeping. And so we're in Yerevan. So we're +4, GMT +4.
Okay. Yeah.
And first thing I saw this morning was someone asked a question in the System.io community, and you were the person that answered it just a few minutes later.
Yeah.
So, you know, that really does make an impression.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. That's how I, you know, you stay on top of mind that way.
Right.
You stay on top of mind. And that course is going to take you through that whole process. It's a 2-hour course, by the way. It's not even a big course.
Facebook organic.
Facebook organic. Yeah. It's
Okay.
literally the secret to how I built everything. Because obviously, like, okay, fine. Now I've got 4,000 email subscribers. An example, it's size. It's not huge, but it's not nothing. Like I got something to work with. But how do you go from 0 to 1, and from 1 to 10, and from 1 to 20, and
No, absolutely.
that's where on the emails, like, okay, if you've got 10 people on your email list, email them and say, I would love to hop on a Zoom call and give you a completely free coaching session because I want to actually get to know you on a more personal level. Just email the 5 or 10 people you have.
Yeah.
Just one by one. It's literally just your goal is to go from 0 to 1 on everything, and then 1 to 2, and 2 to 3, and then it does build momentum, and it's the freaking slog, and it's time consuming, and it's exhausting, and it's all the above. But if you can obviously have alignment with some sort of passion, and I don't mean it in a cliche way, but Steve Jobs actually says it really well. He does say you have to be passionate about it because it's so hard. He explains it really well because he says because it's so hard, if you're not passionate about it, any rational person would give up.
Right.
Because it's so bloody hard. It is, right?
That's right. Yeah, and our time is our own. She graduated university in 2017. So, I mean, our time is our own, and we're ready. And it's a blessing the way that things are just starting to align, So it's wonderful to meet you. Yeah. I look forward to talking to you on the group calls.
Yeah.
So to go back, so you said eventually your VA will go through this video and put chapters in it.
Yeah.
And keep it all down. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to keep a note though, like this is we've been talking for about 10 minutes, give or take 15 minutes since. Okay. I remember looking at the time, it was 2:36. So if you go back to the video, 2:36 to now, 2 hours and 36 minutes to now, that's when we've been talking. And then the point where I was talking about Christine, that will be in the chapters, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Zabdi, awesome. This is all awesome.
Hi, Zabdi.
Hi, Zabdi.
I've never spoken to Zabdi. Zabdi, if you want to hop on a
I thought she was going to get on earlier.
Yeah, Zabdi, if you want to hop on, I don't mind. I'll send you the link. You just have to send me a message on Messenger, and then I'll send you the link to have a chat. And
we'll go ahead and say goodbye and let her come in and meet you.
Thank you.
No worries.
Safe travels. Think twice before you jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna do it. Do it. I'm scared shitless.
Right.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right, my friend. So nice to meet you. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All righty. Let me go back. Who else wants to hop on a Zoom with me or on a chat with me? I'm assuming people are finding the checkout link because I'm seeing the sales coming in. I haven't even shared the link, but I just don't want to give the link because I'm a bit worried that I'm going to override somebody's affiliate. So that's why I haven't given the link. But if you want the link and you're not with an affiliate, let me know and I'll give it to you. Zabdi, I need you to send me a message on Messenger and then I'll send you the link. And then we can hop on a chat. Oh, actually, if I go to find Bonnie, I assume you're in her friends list. Oh yeah, I found you. I think that's you. You're in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, okay. I just sent you the link on Messenger. Yeah. I sent you a link on Messenger if you want to have a look. Might be in your message requests. If anybody else wants to hop on a chat, I'm happy to do so. Okay, we have Zabdi coming in. While we're just waiting for her, I'm just gonna grab a drink. Give me 1 second. Okay. Can't see you yet. I did hear a little thing. Marcia, just in case it wasn't clear on my answer, yeah, you can definitely take advantage of the training, Marcia. That's not a problem. You'll be able to, and just when you're ready to upgrade, you just gotta let me know so I can give you my paid link as well. But yeah, you could just you'll get the checklist. I'll have it ready in the next few days. So I think Zapti joined and then disappeared. I'm hearing you, Zapti, but then I'm not seeing it. It's so weird. Can you try again on this link that I just sent you? Ah, there you are. Hey. Can you hear me? I can't hear you yet. It says your Wi-Fi is a bit weak. Can't hear you yet. Oh, private chat. Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't see. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Okay, not happening with Zapti, unfortunately. Cool. If there's anyone else or any other questions, let me know before I wrap up. Let me just see if there's anything else. Yes, there will be a recording. You get 20% commission if you refer somebody. Okay, Zapti's just going to try and join from a desktop. See if there's anything else. Oh yeah, I saw that one. If you do want to join the membership and you're not, oh, there you go.
All right. There you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah. So I thank you so much. Everything you're sharing is so valuable. I was at your magician show just a while ago with my kids, and that was so fun. I love that you're incorporating the technology and it can still be fun.
Yeah.
And I was at one of your other events with the creating emails. And so
yeah, the list builder with Bonnie.
List builder. Yeah. So I've seen some of your work, and I love your passion and your approach. And I think I've just been doubting my abilities, and so hearing the opportunity here to have the help that I need, like a buffet style, as needed, when needed, and with me, like the co-working, has really been like, okay, this is a no-brainer. I got it. Bonnie was telling me about it. She's like, when you're ready, because I haven't felt ready to just jump out there and serve the women that I'm ready to serve. So that's where I'm at, kind of just establishing my foundation. And some of the questions I asked was specifically about a summit. So I have compiled several interviews from several experts to launch a summit, but I never launched it. And this was like 2 years ago, right before the pandemic, before everything, and just my life was taking a turn. And so now I'm just trying to pick up the pieces and seeing if it's worth, picking up and repurposing the content, or just starting all over from scratch and re-interviewing. And so that's kind of where I'm at. And, hiring a virtual assistant for all that. Is that something that I can do myself through your program? So that's why I was like, can you help me create this?
Yeah. So how did you connect with Bonnie? Let me ask you this.
Through it's a leadership training called HCL.
Shanda. I get it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Shanda.
So I know the process they have there with the summits. I know that's kind of what they preach. It's no problem. We can definitely set it up. I've done a number of summits, tech, for a few of your people. Mariel, there's another lady. I totally forget her name, but there's a few in there that I helped and so on. But the thing about it, from what I've seen at least, some of the VAs have not been the most reliable from what I've experienced, right? From being told that, not me, like, I don't know, but they come to me because the VAs it was an issue, right? What I would really recommend for you, do you know what software you're using or not yet?
So I was going back and forth with Aweber and System, and I feel like I start a little bit, but then I stop. So I don't even know if you're referring to like a email system or
email, but also like for the summit, the tech for the summit.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in the process of hiring someone and I never moved forward. I think I just been using Zoom to interview.
Yeah. Hiring Zoom is no problem. Do the interviews on Zoom, record them, keep the recording, perfect. But the actual registration page, the upsell, the payments, the email follow-up, all that stuff. Do you have a software for any of that stuff?
No.
Just use System.
Okay.
Make your life easy. Use System. I already have all the templates. I'll share it with you once I have it ready. All you gotta do right now is decide if you want to use the old interviews. If I was you, I probably wouldn't, because they are old, and this is 2022 now, about to be 2023.
Yeah.
The more current, the better, I feel, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Focus on mapping out who you want to have as a speaker, and also speakers that are going to promote, right? Obviously, you definitely want to find that. Yeah, I think that's the important, because you don't have an email list, so it's an important piece, really, really important piece.
Yeah, and I had a free master class on a different topic, and I managed to get like 20 emails, which was great. That was my first. I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually have emails now.
That's awesome.
So that was nice.
Yeah. So like with those people, even I would even email them, just like I told the other couple. You may have listened.
Yeah, I heard that.
Say, hey, I'd love to hop on a Zoom call and again, like you said, I guess you could say you maybe suffer from lack of confidence or whatever, right? I'm not a mindset coach. I'm not a life coach. All I know is once you start just doing one, and then a second one, and then a third one, confidence builds. I'm not like a freaking life coach or anything, but I know that for me, like the first website, I remember the guy asking me, what are you gonna, what are you gonna charge? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And then I said, and he said, how do you build it? And I said, I don't know. I just know this one thing, because that's the one I did. Anything else, I've got no idea. But, so there's also that, you just get more confident as you go. Now I know what I'm doing. Like now I'm like, okay, you're telling me what you need. I'm like, look, just use System. I already know it's going to be the best one for you, because I know I could help you. I know I could help make it simple for you. And are there other tools you could maybe find? Yeah, absolutely. But then you're going to go through the rabbit hole. And then another month and 2 months and 3 months and 4 months and 5 months will walk by, and then nothing will get done. So I'm like, no, just use freaking System. System is great. It'll work just fine. It'll be easy, not easy to set up, but it's simple enough to set up. You'll be able to manage it. We'll be able to support you, and I've got a lot of the templates ready. So you know what I mean. But yeah, if you could just focus on doing those Zoom calls and talking to your existing email list, and you don't have to officially email them, just because you got only 20, just personally email them. And when you email them, you can do a little bit more, like, it depends on who they are, obviously, but you can get really clever with, like, actually, like, I just found you on Facebook, you know, because I went to Bonnie's friends list, and I was like, oh, I'll just type her name on the friend, you know what I mean? So you could probably do something similar, do a little bit of homework. So you send them a more personal email as well, you know? Worst case scenario, you'll have 20 people who you have a good relationship with. In the event that I'm in at the moment, there was one thing which was really smart, you know. He said, because some people are like, I don't have an email list, I don't have an audience. So that's okay. Do you know 100 people in your circle? Do you know 100 people? Like, yep. Everybody knows 100 people, right? Yep. Okay. That means you have 10,000 people in your circle, because of the degree of separation. It's 100 people in your circle, and those 100 have their 100. Right? Which I thought was very smart. So when you think about it, great. You just gotta get yourself in that first circle, and then maybe they'll introduce you, maybe not. It doesn't matter. If you have a relationship, and see where it goes from there. And it is a networking game for sure. For sure, it's a
Okay. Thank you. That's very helpful. I think I was stuck in that. Should I repurpose the old interviews or start all over? And that, yeah, that it serves me. It's a whole new, before the pandemic with my topic, it's about spiritual healing and releasing, healing from religion. So that it's a lot of things has changed since then. So I think that really supports. It's just undecisive trying to figure out where to pick up from there.
Yeah.
So,
and
okay.
If I was in your shoes right now, I would pick up a Google Doc after this conversation and make a checklist of these tasks. So make a list of everybody you want to interview, and make a list of all your emails, and just literally just write it down. Just focus on that and do nothing else. Don't go research what software to use. Don't go YouTube a bazillion things. Don't go on Facebook groups and ask 5 questions from people, and just make a list, contact, and make that. That's the work. That's the hustle that really does. That's the work that matters in those relationships, right?
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, I look forward to being part of the team here in your membership. So thank you so much for your time, your generosity. I appreciate it.
No worries. You've got the link from Bonnie already, right?
Yes. Okay, I need to. My card was not set up for international charges.
Okay.
And when it ran, it didn't accept it because it was an international charge. So now I have to wait a little bit to run it again. So.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let me know.
All right. Thank you so much, Aaron. You're amazing. All right. Bye.
Bye. Cool. Awesome. Let's see if there's anybody else. It's so funny. I still have people registering for my virtual summit, and I haven't even removed my opt-in page. I haven't had time. So I've got this freaking people registering for the summit, but it already happened. Anyway, kind of funny. Han, thank you so much for your referral. I appreciate it. Cool. I'm gonna wrap it up unless anybody has any other questions. I'm not seeing any other questions, so I'll bail here. Order some food. Friday night / Saturday morning, I usually talk to family, so I'm gonna call my family. That's what I usually do. So yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. If you got any questions, let me know. If you look at the timer, I'll just show you the time of what's left of the countdown. Just know that I am legitimately at a countdown happening. So have a look how much time is left. US dollars, 55 US. So great question. Yeah, it's 55 US. If you want to pay annual to save a bit of money, you can do that if you want. But I think, yeah. Thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Nice talking to you as well. My pleasure. Looking forward to having you in the membership. Awesome. What was going to share? Oh, yeah. So this is what's left time-wise. So it's 13 hours left. This just to walk you through the sales page rapidly. So you can watch this video. I explain everything on how this works. So it's 8 minutes video. Hey, it's around here. Well, you can watch the, or you can listen to this audio message. It's 5 minutes. This is a slide that kind of explains how the tech support works. A little summary of who it's for. This is the old way. This is the new way. This testimonials, you can click here and click on show more. If you want to read my testimonials, lots of them. Video testimonials as well. Is it software that I support? Little summary of how it works. If you want to know what is text support, hey, it's around this video. Sorry, this video explains how does the under 24-hour tech support work. So you can watch that. These are the courses that are on the wait list. Members get access to everything so long as they're a member. These are courses that are ready. If you do a little game here where you calculate how much your time is worth, let's say you value your time, you do like 50 hours, $50 an hour, and you waste on technology 7 or 8 or 20 or 27, this is how much money it's costing you not having tech support. Yeah, FAQs. I definitely recommend you buy the one-on-one. So when you click here, I definitely recommend you grab this as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your wishes. Appreciate it. Cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much. I will leave my live right now. I'm going to basically bail, but I'm not going to bail. I'm not going to close the chat just because I want to make sure people are still seeing it. So what I'll do is I will leave this here open now while I'm eating and ordering food and all that stuff. And if you want to have a look, see if I have a good summary. Yeah, I will leave the window open like this for now. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. So for now, you could start with a free account. You don't need to be on the paid plan necessarily, unless you want to start emailing your list. That'll be smart. But since you came from Bonnie, ask Bonnie for her affiliate link, and she'll give you her affiliate link, and then there'll be a $197 payment for the paid account. So yeah, that's the answer to that one. But grab the link for Bonnie, and then we'll walk you through from there, from that point. Zoe, did anybody refer you, or you need me some other way? Let me know. Let's have a look. Yes. Thanks everybody who joined. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Just give it. Okay, So I'll leave this open like that. I'm gonna bail. If somebody else has any questions, leave a comment for me, and I'll be back with you soon. My pleasure. The mother in me says, look after yourself, get some rest. And many mothers. I have many mothers. Oh, good. I appreciate you all. Very caring mothers. Okay. I'm going to basically take a break, but leave a comment if you have questions for me. So let me just put a little message.